it's a little dead meme. Hey everybody! Oh wow, we're here. Welcome to the Snark podcast. We actually have a lot. We have a lot to talk about today, actually, which is kind of rare. I feel like we're usually scrapping for stuff.
Yeah.
But there's kind of a lot. It is obvious who we are. We're Chris Reagan. Look at him. Look at this Derek Blackman. Look, it's Tom Sweeney. We're all here. Remember to go to patreon.com/thesnarktank or we'll kill you. As is the the promise.
Some of you niggas, you're like, oh, I don't like ads. Ads hurt my fucking gay ears. And I'm like, hey, if you're on the Patreon, there's no gay ads, bro.
There's straight ads. There's no gay ones.
Straight ads, yeah.
Not a single.
I would love to
ad.
put our own ads, like just fucked up ads,
fake ads.
Yeah, just fake them. And
I think I could put an ad on there that would get us. They would get us kicked off the platform.
Probably.
It would get us kicked off the platform.
Wow, sounds worth it.
I think it'd be funny.
Okay, cool.
Except for like the whole
there's a lot of things that are funny that don't end with us being kicked off the platform.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
I don't know, man. I love outrage. Something about it. I do like. I'm like. I love making people upset. I know that's really terrible, but the idea of making someone so upset that they're like actually mad and it fucks up their day is really funny.
I know what you mean if I feel like what I'm doing is technically harmless. Like say if you're upsetting like a bigot, that shit is delightful to me. Say like the gay shit that I've been doing, like literally the literal gay shit that I've been doing on Instagram. It's behind my subscription. If you got, I'm just kidding. I don't have anything like that. But yeah, every once in a while, and I might have mentioned this before, the comment section when the people are upset, it just makes me so happy.
Yeah. I love.
I do get it. I do. There is a light that shines.
I love griefing people too. It's just I'm not a great guy. If you guys probably haven't realized that. I'm not the best fella.
That's the dynamic. That's like the I don't know what a triple yin yang is, but
like I'm I don't know.
Triple yin yang. I don't know what you would a yin yang yang.
So yeah.
what is a triple yin?
Maybe I should have said trifecta. I don't know.
There's two Peters inside of me.
Broken, man.
There's a Kingston that wants to be like Spider-Man and heroic and do the right thing, but there's also my true instincts of just being an actual dickhead.
Yeah.
So there's a constant war, and the dickheadery wins very often.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that
99.9% of the time.
I'm not. If 99% of the time, I'd be dropping anvils on people and laughing my ass off about it.
I remember when we first moved into the Glendale place, I remember we were walking down the street and there was this feeble old woman crossing the street and he turned to her and shouted the N-word directly in her face at full volume.
Damn.
And they killed her, in fact. She fell apart. She fell apart. She
just
died
from the
right
sound
there.
of it. Just from the sound. It's like, I haven't heard that in so long.
She got so happy. She was like, oh, the good old and disappeared.
And then
So stupid. Look,
she got so happy her heart started moving a little too much that she died.
Damn.
Good old classic.
Look, there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Very cool.
Whoa.
Somebody hear that N-word?
Like, hurry up.
Yeah. Hurry up, I'm fucking waiting.
That was weird. This is the first I've ever heard a horn in that fucking alley.
Right.
I've never heard a horn in my life. I was
That's
really
somebody
scared.
fucking getting topped fucking in their seat and they're like fucking, like
slamming man.
Being fucked into a car horn is crazy. That's
pretty wild, man.
The fucking head, the fucking foot on the head, and then you're on your head. What's going on in that car, dude?
That's crazy. I wouldn't look away. Because I used to get like awkward seeing like weird shit like that, but I would just be like, whoa.
I would pull out a pair of binoculars.
Even though you're like a car away.
Or like a fucking spyglass. Yar.
That is fucking
You're 10 feet away with a spyglass.
I can see their fucking cells.
You can see their skin cells, dude.
Yo, I love the yar.
Gotta do it. You gotta do it. If you pop out a spyglass, you gotta say yar.
You gotta say yar.
Having a spyglass in general in modern time is insane.
It's very interesting.
It's a little cool. I don't know.
I kind of would like to have one.
Yeah, like
it's
if somebody,
cool, but like, what are you doing?
I'll put it this way: like, if somebody if it was my birthday and somebody gave me a Spyglass for my birthday, I think I would be genuinely enthralled.
I'm like, this is so fucking. I'm like, this is awesome.
I agree.
But if you're
I
hanging
would be
out,
like, this is probably like one of the best gifts I've been given in the last like probably decade. I think easily.
Yeah.
but think of it like this, right? You're hanging out with a guy, right? And he's like, what's going on over here? He's like, let me check. And you'll be like, what are you doing? Like, what kind of activities do you partake in that you need a spyglass?
It's just cool. It's just cool to have a spyglass. Same thing with binoculars, really. I gotta be careful with how I pronounce that. I keep saying binoculars. I don't know why.
Binoculars?
I don't know why.
Binoculars.
I know it's binoculars or binoculars, but like there's an R in there for some reason. I think my parents are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't like binoculars. I like noculars.
My brother did that to me with the how do you say it? You'd say symbiote?
Oh, symbiote?
So the way that my brother would say it is the way that you would say idiot, right? So my brother would say symbiote. And so because of that, he ruined. I want to say symbiote all the time.
I mean, it's technically not wrong.
I think symbiote is like the way you would pronounce it scientifically. Like something that had that property would be a symbiote. Like if you're like, I think if you're really reading it how it's spelled, you know.
Yeah, I literally don't know. I just assume that
because symbiote isn't a real word. Well, it's a word because of Spider-Man.
Well,
not exactly.
It is technically.
It might be a symbiotic relationship.
Symbiotic.
You mean like
the thing
in
that
the way,
it is,
like say, there's a rapper named Diabolic, but that's not a word. It's diabolical.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah, gotcha.
But there are symbiotes still, right?
No.
Yeah, not like a fucking
No.
alien.
There's symbiotic life forms, but there's no symbiotes.
No, but
symbiote isn't a thing.
But how can something be something otic if there's no root to the otic? You know what I mean? Like robotic didn't exist before robot.
Because symbiote is like, if you look up the word symbiote, I've done it before. It's not a real word itself. I guess it's technically it's pretty much a word that does that now.
I guess it's because symbiotic and symbiosis are real.
Yeah.
And so symbiote isn't?
Something that creates symbiosis is symbiotic. Or does the process of symbiosis is symbiotic.
Look, what you're saying makes sense, but also you're saying it.
That's true.
I'm also
That's true, right?
Completely
Because I've never seen the word symbiote. I've never seen something that does symbiosis called a symbiote directly. It's only been referenced in Spider-Man.
Either you're completely right,
that's
or
fair.
somebody is freaking out listening to this. Like,
symbiote in the audience?
Symbiote. What the fuck?
Fucking doing the spikes out of his fucking body, killing everybody in the room.
We're gonna get a fucking.
We're gonna get attacked. We're gonna get accosted by Venom.
Yeah.
We're gonna get canceled by the symbiote community for denying their existence.
Jesus, man, everybody's getting canceled, man.
We're here, we're listening. It's just one person though, so that's why I'm saying we.
Oh yeah, we're listening.
We're listening.
We're here. We're non-binary.
We're queer. Right, exactly. That's like real shit right there.
That's technically kind of like a symbiote.
Symbiotes are fucking woke.
Woke biotes over there.
Woke biotes.
Listen,
Jesus Christ.
So, what the? How do we even get to this?
I don't know.
It's a word. It's a word now. It became a word actually.
So it's like it is now accepted.
It is officially a word. Yes.
Or it wasn't like that the entire time.
Yeah,
it wasn't like this the entire time. It's
what are you
become
reading
recently? This is more recently. This is like within the last like 20 years. A symbiote, an organic organism that in symbiosis. So something that creates symbiosis. It wasn't.
Does it
always
have the thing that you can the audio that it can pronounce it? Symbiote.
Okay.
So my brother would say it's symbiote, like idiot.
I really do.
So
I think that kind of. I don't know. I feel like certain words are just allowed to be pronounced in different ways, and it's not really that big of a deal.
I just think it sounds better.
Symbiote.
Like a symbiote. It like. Then like because the symbiote, I don't know, the oat kind of makes it almost sound like it's Canadian to me or something, like a Canadian, like the way they say house, and I'm like ew, about symbiote.
Stupid.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, I think I've always just heard it from. I was introduced to that word through the Spider-Man video games, like specifically the PS1 game.
Gotcha.
Actually, it became a word within the early 1890s.
1890s.
So it's actually pretty late.
So is that before or after Spider-Man?
It's pretty late. It's mad. You're moving mad right now. Really not that far before, though.
You didn't know about the Industrial Revolution Spider-Man? There probably is one.
Steampunk Spider-Man.
Steampunk Spider-Man, yeah.
That's real, but like the idea of him in back that time, I'm Spider-Fella, see?
Spider-Fella.
I really do think that, like that idea is so fucking like the idea of a Spider-Man in like Jack the Ripper times in like London is fucking dope to me. Like I think because there's something about that time period where there's no cameras, there's no technology. Like he would become a cryptid basically. Like he wouldn't be like a hero. He'd be like Mothman or something, which is kind of cool. That's fucking dope as hell. I would play the shit out of that game or watch the shit out of that movie or whatever. That premise is sick to me. I love it.
I like the idea that Spider-Man webs people up and then just drops them. I think that's so fucking cool. I think that's such a cool idea. Like he's not murdering anybody. He webs you up and he's like,
"What do you mean he's not murdering anybody?" Because
he webs somebody up and he's like, "An hour, how's this gonna fall? You got to figure it out." He gives him like a parachute that's like locked by like a bunch of chains around it.
And in your mind,
like,
that's not murder.
I didn't kill you.
Well, the way that I've always thought about it was like it must like when he webs people to like on top of a lamppost or something upside down. Like surely it doesn't just like 5 hours, 6 hours later just pop away.
No, it starts fading. It starts slowly but surely.
Yeah, so the way that I imagine it slowly kind of just like lowers them to the ground. Or like
I think it slowly dissipates and eventually can't support their weight and they fall down.
And then they free fall to the ground.
But if it slowly loses elasticity or it slowly loses the support of its weight, then wouldn't it just lower them?
Yeah, but like imagine that like on the side of a building, you know, like
on the side of a building, you're fucked. Yeah,
or like even on a lamp,
you're gonna slide a little. You're gonna slide maybe 6 feet and then fall.
Yeah, like if you're like 10 feet in the air, maybe you'd be fine.
Like on a lamppost, you know, upside down, and its fucking integrity's falling. You're like,
yeah, that's a little too high.
You know, like people have died. It's like
it's a little too high.
He's killed people. Like if
he had to.
I mean, no, the police come before 7 hours.
How fucking annoying is that shit?
I think what happened.
Oh, great, we got a fucking.
Couldn't you web him to the ground, asshole?
You know what's crazy is that it's stronger than steel too. His web so stronger than steel, so they can't just like they got to get some strong shit to cut through it. That is so
inconvenient if you think about it.
Well, he has to hold. People he has to hold sometimes. It doesn't matter because the people that like he's fighting that are strong enough to break out of it are just strong enough to break out of it.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't need to be steel to get regular people. So I think that's kind of hilarious. I guess to support things like when he's lifting cars and stuff like that, so he doesn't just snap.
I think it's really to support him so he can swing.
He's easy. He can easily like if it's a strength of steel.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, if it wasn't as strong as steel, he would fall and die.
But it's much stronger than steel.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know how that works, but fine.
Yeah, this teenager managed to build this.
Yeah. And why didn't
he get cancer?
Why didn't they build the World Trade Center out of Peter's web?
It's so stupid in general. There's the idea of that.
Duh.
You're blowing my mind right now.
Bruce Banner should just be a tumor. He got hit with so much gamma radiation, he should just be a living tumor.
He literally should just be a tumor, that's right.
Fucking Captain America got hit with Zeta rays. Zeta rays give you cancer so fast, it's hilarious.
Look, man.
And he turned into a perfect white man. Like, what the fuck? It's
look,
a bunch of
jet
bullshit.
Fuel is not going to melt Peter's.
Spider-Man's webs, yeah. You can't melt Spider-Man's webs.
Jet fuel.
Jet fuel can't melt Spider-Man's webs.
100%. Now that's a shirt.
That's a good shirt. Print it.
The idea of Spider-Man being too lazy to stop 9/11 is crazy.
I gotta find out. I'm gonna make an Alex Jones shirt, and it will have that quote or something.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna convince people that he actually said that because it's actually kind of believable.
Yeah,
the amount of dumb shit that he said. He's like, listen to me. Spider-Man's web stronger than steel. They had steel in the World Trade Center, and they took it out at the last second.
They replaced this.
They did. So you tell me if this was a inside job or not, you stupid nit.
Listen,
he says so much dumb shit, and then he genuinely says so much dumb shit that he doesn't know he's saying dumb shit.
Gotta be honest, I miss him a little bit.
I don't.
I know he's a terrible person, but I kind of miss like some of his shit being interjected into.
I know what you mean because he was of the crazy people on the right. He is the most amusing by a mile.
Yeah,
like Candace Owens isn't funny or interesting.
Not even a little.
Ben Shapiro is really boring and nerdy and annoying.
Yep.
Alex Jones is funny.
Yeah.
Like when he was freaking out about the frogs, dude.
Amazing.
Like, that's
classic.
an iconic. That is. If he didn't believe it, if this wasn't a real person, it would be like high tier art.
Yeah,
like that would be like top tier comedy. Like he would be like, is it Chris Farley or Alex Jones? I don't know. I think it's a tight race. I think it's a tight race between funniest fat person.
Totally. Yeah. Rest in peace, Alex Jones.
Yeah, that's a shame.
R.I.P. Alex Jones, we don't miss you.
Saying they got blown up by a
plane flew into him.
Yeah,
he got carpet bombed. They carpet bombed his house 3 times over.
A second plane has hit Alex Jones.
Sir, a second plane.
All right, listen, we got a lot to follow up on. MrBeast and Chris Tyson, that shit has been evolving as far as I know.
People are coming for the throats now. They're coming for the crown, because that's always happens, right? Whoever's at the top, that people have to take him down a peg because people are assholes. People are assholes. They couldn't just be like, why can't Jimmy just be a guy that wants money and also help people simultaneously? Why can't that exist? Mm-hmm. And people are like, no, it cannot. I refuse to believe that. So one of his former employees comes out, forgot his YouTube name, something just dogging it or some shit. So you know what kind of person he is. He's a fucking filthy beast. But it's just this guy that's trying to be a little bit more like, the presentation of it kind of annoyed me because I was like, oh God, here we go. Some iDubbbz bullshit. Like somebody was trying to, because he was in like a cop kind of thing. Oh, and he has like a whiteboard that has all like the whole thing. And he's you know, and I was like, this is something that iDubbbz would, I feel like this is something that he would have done or something.
Right.
I feel like he has done that, actually.
So I'm probably, and I was like, that's stupid. But then I was gaming and listening to it. And I was like, the stuff saying that he faked certain things, this is CGI, this, I don't give a fuck about that. But he showed some interesting things that could be explained away, and some things were explained away by another employee that was saying, this guy's full of shit. When you see people that are working for MrBeast and they're supposed to be normal contestants, like not associated with MrBeast at all, saying those people were replaced by the people that couldn't make it. It was during like COVID stuff. There's people that were like sick that couldn't make it, so then they threw it. And I'm like, so at this point, he said, she said, because I understand how that could be true, but also it could just be totally lying. And say all that stuff is fixed and controlled, because I can also believe that as well. Yeah. When you're running big operations, and to be fair, I don't give a fuck if that's all fixed and controlled, except for when the guy mentioned what do you call it, sweepstakes stuff about people winning shit, and he was saying like a lot of that stuff was kind of faked, or a lot of people didn't receive shit, or people that he knows, and sometimes he had proof that, oh, here's a YouTuber couple with 700K subscribers that happen to be randomly won. Yeah,
they won the
shit.
Sweepstakes or whatever.
And and I remember the girl in the video says, "Oh, thanks, MrBeast, for picking us." And he's like, "He didn't pick us, we won." And I was like, that was a little weird. Maybe you should have cut that out. That was a little.
I guess, yeah. To me, I tell you, sir, I've always just been. I know that this is not true, but like I always, I've had it in my brain that no one ever wins a sweepstakes.
Okay.
Like that's not real. Like that's not because you can just not do it and no one would know. Like,
that's very true.
What's the point in actually doing it? Just have a bunch of people pretend. Just say you're gonna do it.
I've seen
and
my
then just
friend
be like, you didn't win.
Like
I won a PS4 from Taco Bell.
You said you did it.
Did you actually get it?
I did, and that was the thing.
Interesting.
Joe actually won that car. Remember?
Someone won a car?
Yeah,
Joe won a car? What are you talking about?
Of course he won a car. You said he's lucky.
Remember that Galleria shit? With that fucking car in the middle of the Galleria? That like, oh, you do a sweepstakes, you can win it. Joe actually won the car. He didn't want it, so they gave him like another prize. Swear to God.
I don't. What did he get in? What did he
got?
Get
Like money or something like that.
Oh, shit.
Cool.
I was like, fuck you, dude.
But yeah,
we were on like porn like 19. I was like, fuck you.
But he specced out. He specced out heavily in luck. Speaking of Joe, by the way, this is weirdly related.
Yeah.
So I don't think Joe would care if I talk about this, but like he was doing a MrBeast thing. Like he was that's why he came to Palm Springs to see us for a little bit.
Really? Like this weekend, like the last 2 weekends he was here?
Yeah, he just drove out there because he was in Vegas anyway doing a thing with MrBeast. And he said like there were so many contestants and it was so poorly thought out and people were like collapsing.
In Vegas?
Yeah,
weird.
There were people in Vegas like collapsing because they didn't feed them enough. They didn't give them water. They didn't tell them like what the fuck was going on. And so like people were like collapsing left and right. I think he saw like 3 people like have seizures or something.
Oh my God.
And so he was just like, I'm leaving. This seems like this seems like. And so he just met us in Palm Springs. But dude, it's wild. So I wouldn't be surprised I wouldn't be surprised at the idea that MrBeast just does not know how to organize things properly.
I mean, there you go.
Like
first-hand information.
I feel like also people should probably take better, like be more, like If I'm entering a sweepstakes in Palm Springs, I'm going there knowing I'm in Palm Springs.
Well, it wasn't Palm Springs. He was in Vegas.
But still,
sorry, Vegas. I'm going there knowing that I'm going to be in Palm. Like, I think a lot of people, like, obviously, like,
are dumb and gay. Yeah.
Well,
they are, but they are.
A lot more people are. A lot of people are gay and they won't admit, and a lot of people are fucking stupid. So yes, you are correct by that metric. But it's just like, I don't know. People don't take autonomy at all, pretty much anymore. So it's like,
yeah.
You're not giving me the things I need to be in a desert. It's like, yeah, because I'd assume you would. Well, but also, it's safe to assume they would be able to do the same thing as well.
I would assume MrBeast, with the infinite wealth, that they would just, here's the credit, here's the company card for whatever, which has a giant limit because he's so wealthy. Get everything we need. So, you overdo it and then we'll return whatever we don't use.
I'd assume that as well, for sure.
You would hope that would do that.
That's a very safe assumption as well, but also I'm taking care of myself in that situation.
Sure, I know you would, but see, you're not on that level of like, see, we have so many things put in place for dumb people. There's signs that are completely useless for us.
Yeah.
There are certain things or certain fences you would never touch. And it's like danger, peligro, like peligro and all this shit.
Peligro, so don't do that.
Like, this is near a transformer. I'm not going to touch this thing. But some people
that are video of that girl jumping over the fucking fence, like shaking her ass on an electric gate, and she fell into a fucking conductor, and she turned into fucking Human Torch for a little bit.
No,
I did see that video.
It's really sad. She was drunk. It was really sad.
She twerked on a fucking like a power pylon or something,
and she was gone.
And she became electro for like 1 minute. The gap in her teeth was fixed for a little bit, and then she exploded.
She was like, all this power.
Damn.
It is really fucking sad, but it's also just like, dude, like, there were so many people recording that. I'm like, none of you thought to be like, don't go in there.
Yeah, shitty people.
Like, I don't know, man.
The people that like, hey, please don't do this.
Yeah.
It's like people are like doing something dumb and they're about to fall, and you're recording that instead of being like, hey, don't do this.
Yeah. Dude, there were so many times where like I've had to be like the voice of reason in situations like this, where like I remember having friends, and I won't out them, but the person who this story is about is absolutely listening, and she would go on these hikes. Right, and she would go up into the fucking hills.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Of course you do.
You're talking about.
And she'd be like, let's go. I have this spot up on the mountain where you could see like the entire city. I was like, okay, cool. And then it's like in the back of someone's house. And I'm like, dude, you're going to get shot. You're up in the hills, dude, and like going into somebody's backyard just so you can see the fucking...
of someone's house.
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, but I don't think anybody's home. I'm like, you are built to die. You're built to die.
What happened is that some people don't have... This is the thing, right? You need a fear response. You shouldn't live your life scared, right? You shouldn't live your life afraid of things, but you have to understand danger. Some people don't get that. Unfortunately, being a minority, that shit is put into your brain. Look, the moment you come out of your life.
You're right.
As soon as you become a kid, you're like, oh.
You're right about that 100%, but I feel like it even goes deeper, like trespassing goes even deeper, where it's just like, in what universe would you be okay with somebody just randomly coming into your property, like on your property? Like, isn't it just like a normal common sense thing?
If they stumble onto my property, I'd be like, hey, can you get out of here? That's it. That's it. Respectfully, I'll have a gun on my person, and I'll be like, hey.
But that's the thing. It's like, why put yourself in a situation
like that?
Like, I don't know. I can't.
Like, because imagine you have a house and you're like, oh, cool.
Because I definitely trespassed a bunch of times when I was little because of the fact that, like, in New York City, you're a dumbass kid running through apartment buildings doing shit. Like, I told the story a few times, like, when I was just in this fucking, like, apartment building that I shouldn't have been in, and I saw fucking chickens. And that was the first time I saw chickens in real life. And I was like, what the fuck? That's what they look like for real? They actually do that? And we were, like, running through.
New York is such a weird place.
It's insane.
You would see chickens for the first time in an apartment complex.
I never saw chickens for real. I was like maybe like 8, and I was like, this is what chickens really look like for real, like on TV, in person chickens.
Nice.
And we were definitely trespassing. We should not have been where we were.
You weren't like directly in someone's apartment. Like you were just in like the complex, right?
And I was obviously doing, but like the idea of like. Also,
I mean, I do that still. To be fair, like I sneak into my old apartment complex to use the pool.
I don't think I
really.
I don't really.
It's so walkable.
To me, it's kind of like no harm, no foul. I'm talking about like a private home, and say if we were talking about an apartment, going into somebody's apartment. You know, imagine just walking in and like, oh hey, You'd be like, what? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing?
I like your yard. I want to look at the trees through your yard. It's like, yo, get out of here before I shoot you. You have moments before I shoot you.
It's it really, everything like that to me, when somebody has a mentality like that, it just comes down, like you were talking about, and it comes down to like privilege, right? You have done this. You feel like you're safe, and you just like, because we can't afford to do shit like that. There's no fucking shot.
I never feel safe.
There's no way.
Dude, I pass and I don't feel safe doing that. Like, there's no shot. Yeah. There's no shot I'm going to be caught dead. I will be caught dead doing that.
Like, what's going to happen?
Because I know I'll die. I know that something will go wrong, and I'll be like trying to stop it, and then they'll get scared of me. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. And
the thing for me is like my
daughter.
My
person's daughter's going to
me
say hi to you, and then all of a sudden, the dad's going to see you. You're a predator, and he's going to snipe you.
He's going to snipe you.
That's why I'm afraid.
He pulls out a Dragunov.
They don't even use. That's a World War II ass gun.
So
dude.
ready, just ready.
I finally get to use my Dragunov. I've been waiting to use.
He digs in his pocket, takes out a sniper rifle.
You are, by the way, maybe 20 feet from this person.
So it just zoomed in on your fucking cells,
dude. By the time he extends to you, you're less than 15 feet away from him by the time the gun is pointed at you, and he shoots you and you just apparate.
I can't even imagine how much damage a sniper rifle bullet would do from that close.
It's not. It doesn't even matter.
It's
the kind of damage where like the extra damage doesn't matter. You're just still absolutely dead.
What did you? I'm actually, because of velocity, would it do less damage? Because of like
because you'd assume that it would be moving its fastest the moment after it's shot. Right after propulsion, it would be moving its. You'd assume.
Fair enough. I don't know actually.
That's like
that's my assumption.
I guess so. Right? Yeah.
I don't know how true that would be.
That's like falling. I jump off a 70-foot drop and I punch you, and I jump off an 85-foot drop and punch you. You know, like the damage is more, but like so what? You know, like whatever.
I guess it's still basically exploded.
It's still dead. You know.
I guess. Like, there's really not.
Are you doing that? Such a crazy way to go.
Did you guys see that? There was this thing, I think, in like the 80s. There's this
crazy way to go.
There's a story that I read about a lawyer in the 80s in Canada who wanted to prove to like a bunch of people that his windows were unbreakable, and so I don't know why the fuck he was doing this. But like he
some guy shoot him to the window.
Yeah, and then somebody shot him with his Dragunov,
and he got killed.
No, he jumped. He threw his like full body into the window, and the window didn't break, but the frame came out, and he just fell out with the window, like fell like 20-something stories.
Oh
and
my
died.
God!
But
why would you demo that like that?
I mean, he's right though.
It didn't shatter.
It did not break.
What a waste of life.
Like, why not do a demo on the first story and you won't die?
Imagine spending so much money going to law school just to die like that.
So stupid.
Fuck.
People waste their lives, man.
They do.
It's like the motherfuckers that go fucking swimming in caves. It's like, you are so stupid.
Yeah, I just saw a scuba diving cave with a sign. A scuba diving cave with the sign saying emphatically in like throughout sentences, you're probably going to die if you go past this point. Do not go. They had to make it so because people kept doing it and kept dying. And then it's like, bunch of people have died. Do not go further. You probably, and then, oh, fuck this sign. And then, and then it went and died because they just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I feel like just people just don't. It's the same people that like.
What if they see die and they just see DEI and they're like, fuck the woke mob and their fucking die signs.
Fucking woke mob.
Yeah.
And then they head first dive into a fucking quarter-sized hole in a cave.
Then they end up fucking next to the fucking Leviathan and shit like that, and they're like, "Oh man, I can't get out of here." He's literally the only gap between the upper area and the water is the size of his lips, maybe, and he just can't breathe. He's sucking on rock. He can't get any oxygen.
That's how he's eating. He's just sucking the nutrients out of a fucking boulder.
Have you seen some of those sea, the bottom of the sea creatures that have like rainbow colors?
Oh yeah.
So would that just reinforce him thinking that this is DUI?
God, they're getting the fish too. God, fuck.
Goddamn DEI abyss.
He's been starving for 14 hours at this point, and he's still angry about the woke fish.
The woke fish. Every time one passes by.
I like woke fish as a fucking. I feel like that's a ska band. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was just thinking. I was like, it sounds like a band. Woke fish.
The idea of being mad at fishes for being rainbow colored is crazy.
I feel like I understand it completely.
I would respect that. Like,
I would respect it too.
The level of like, oh, you're actually like you're for real. You're not just a trend chaser. Like you're actually upset about this.
One thing I will say about that stuff is like, look, with all due respect, that flag is getting fucking ugly. Like that flag is
all the
fucking
colors,
all with everything in it, with all the extra things attached to it.
The current day like LGBTQ flag is the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen. Like it is fucking ugly. Like objectively speaking, it is ugly as sin.
I feel like you shouldn't say that, but I don't
think there's anything incorrect or wrong about saying that.
It's not aesthetically pleasing.
It's really fucking
I think that flag is not a flag I'd particularly like to have flown in my house because of its appearance. So
you're saying what I'm saying?
But I think it is a flag that represents a group of people that deserve to be represented.
Why not just the rainbow? I feel like the rainbow did a good job, though.
I feel
you
like
know what I mean.
I think the rainbow did a good job, but it's not all encapsulated.
It should be. I feel like it should be implied.
I feel like it. Yeah, I feel like the implication is.
It should be implied, obviously, but the thing is that group of people, so many of them have always been discounted.
Look, you're trying too hard.
No, I'm not trying too hard. No, I'm not trying too hard. I get it.
I believe we should treat them normally, and normally is, hey, your flag's kind of ugly now.
No,
I feel like that's a reasonable.
I'm not doing the try too hard thing. I understand. You know, I'm like I get why people want to do all that, and I'm like, it's not hurting me. I think so. Like, whatever, do your thing. That's the thing.
No, I'm not saying it's hurting anybody. I'm just saying, like, I guess from my perspective, it's confusing because they're supposed to understand fashion. You know.
Yeah. That's exclusively gay people.
I think that's that's an assumption.
So as they became like less and less of like a percentage of the overall equation, like the style kind of like fell apart.
People just started throwing in their own colors that represented their marginalized group, and then it just started getting kind of looks a little messy now.
What is the flag like currently?
Please look it up.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I like the rainbow shit. It's dope, and I just think like
the simple rainbow was great.
LGBT. I think the Q, and I think you just put plus, and then it just
everything else is implied.
It just implied that hey, anyone who's rocking a flag is obviously cool with everybody else.
I mean, literally, like the rainbow.
It's not the worst.
Look at him trying.
He's trying.
It's not the worst thing.
Do you think we should put one of those blue?
Is this the one
currently?
You mean right? This one?
Oh my god!
I mean that's a version of it.
That's a little bit older, but that's a version of it. That's the one. That is the one that I was like, that's fucking gross.
There's one I saw that had like a lot of stuff on it. And I was like, that
was probably like a joke or whatever.
We gotta put a thin blue line one. Because the
the fucking blue American flag.
you gotta be inclusive.
Anyway, we were talking about MrBeast a little bit.
It's not a bad flag. I disagree. Actually,
you are lying.
It's not the. It's like it's
You're
not
lying.
like it's not a flag. Like, if I was designing a flag, it's not what I would have designed.
Right,
but this
slap
is not
it
offensive.
on your car. Your reaction was crazy.
But so hold on. Wait, earnestly.
Look, man.
That was the fastest comedy moment I've had in a while.
Wait. So earnestly speaking, between the rainbow flag and that one,
obviously the rainbow looks more pleasant to the eye. For sure.
By like a lot.
Well, it's a rainbow. Rainbows are inherently pleasant looking.
Right.
Yeah, that's the nature. Like, even as a little kid, when people are like, oh, rainbows are gay, I was like, that sucks because they're really
rainbows
pretty.
Rainbows are gay? That sucks.
That sucks. They're really pretty. I like the colors of the rainbow.
That sucks. I love that they're
Remember
gay.
like the Coco Mango, the freaking Frio Frios back in the East, and like the Coco Mango trade, they had the rainbow one, obviously, and you're like, oh, I want the rainbow one.
Ew, I would never get the rainbow one.
Damn.
Aggressively.
A little bit of stank on that.
Oh no.
Start spitting on the ice cream guy.
You see a rainbow and you see a rainbow in the daytime, like an actual rainbow, and you get fucking furious. You start crying and pissing yourself.
You get angry and hard and confused.
You gotta lay down.
Dude, that's like, is that what the gay, like, you know how the full moon sets off the werewolf? Like, is it like,
the rainbow set off
the rainbow set off the were-gaze?
Yeah,
the were-gaze.
Whoa, wait, that explains a lot.
What do you mean?
So let's hold on. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Let me explain.
Okay.
So the rainbow flag really pisses certain people off.
Yeah.
But the only reason you would be pissed off at that is if maybe you're wrestling with certain things, right? Maybe you're wrestling with
with the inner gay wolf.
Yeah, and so like I think the rainbow flag is like the full moon to like closeted Republican gays.
So what?
Like they see the rainbow and they like that outfit's terrible.
Immediately download Grindr.
Your shoes are so they don't match.
He's shaking his brings out his phone. Grind. That would be an amazing. I love that idea.
The idea of him having a freaking like a rainbow flag, fucking aesthetic, while he's just saying "grind" with the minigun.
That's with the minigun too.
Funny, dude.
With the minigun,
it's shooting rainbows.
It's shooting fucking dildos.
All right, so listen. Jesus. All right, so listen.
Yeah,
we have a lot.
Yeah, let's get into it.
40
minutes.
Oh my god.
So the MrBeast stuff.
We
talked a little bit about the MrBeast stuff. Was there something additional with the Chris Tyson stuff? Did something more?
There's more people coming out trying to take shots at. There was one that I thought was so stupid. There was this girl. I think she was trans as well. That was, and it was before Chris started HRT. So I think he was still Chris at the time, right? But now,
what are you doing?
Nah, I heard.
Huh?
I'm gonna stop.
Okay, I'll just go move forward. I don't know what's happening right now.
I don't know what's happening either.
So yeah, there was some This one was stupid, but the people were coming out and saying other things. I guess there were some Discord leaks. I didn't see them yet because I'm kind of uninterested, or like I'll maybe hear whispers about it if it's something crazy. But I saw a story about someone. Oh, I was kind of claiming that they were sexually abused. They weren't. They just kind of had like almost kind of like a one-sided relationship where Chris Tyson got involved with this person. They got sexual, moved in and started working, and like Chris would just get like a bunch of blowjobs. Mostly didn't reciprocate quite as much as they probably should have. But the person kept doing it, so it wasn't like
were they underage?
But no,
I don't care.
That's the whole exactly.
Yeah,
it was one of the things. Like I was like, so when is the abuse coming in? And it never did. And I was like, I can't believe I wasted my time reading this.
Yeah, at that point, it's like a he said, she said. Yeah, I mean, it's just like if
and
you're.
It was just sexually. It wasn't like a very sexually.
It just wasn't. Yeah, it was like a bad balance of a relationship, I guess. But that's not.
There's not even close to a crime. Like I'm sorry, like go away.
It was the same thing with like.
I hate when people do that. By the way, when people like jump on, like just like I have an experience with this person, and it's like the lamest fucking like
it's like what are you
related thing? It's like get the fuck. Are you serious?
Even people that don't like Chris Tyson were like,
people don't understand that when you do stuff like that, it invalidates the people that are actually going through shit.
Of course,
and it's really fucked. Because people you don't understand how much the person, like someone's hurting, and you're being like, yeah, I'm a victim as well.
Yeah, with all due respect, come on, you gotta come if you have anything to bring to a story like that, it has to be, with all due respect, equivalent,
at least
or worse.
Yeah,
like you can't come in there being like they flirted with me and ghosted me.
Yeah, I had a bad experience. I'm like, that's you could.
I go through racism every day. I'm technically Hispanic, and it's like you're Jewish.
I've had, you know what I mean? Like the idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna expose my ex that fucking treated me like shit. Let me just do. I'm gonna make a fucking 20-minute video, and I'm gonna talk about this terrible thing, and then I'm also gonna be like, this is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. This is sponsored by Raid Shadow.
Yeah, I've seen those before, dude. Those are fucking wild.
That
those
to
are
me
wild.
Is the funniest. Like it's like I want to take you seriously, but damn, you kind of like. Damn, like why'd you do that?
You didn't hit the mark correctly.
Why'd you do that?
Do a secondary video.
There's so many people that make serious videos and they put ads in them, and that is it's brave. It's brave. I kind of wish I was shitty because I want to do stuff.
I would probably do that, to be honest with you.
I don't think you would.
I think I might, because I'm just like,
I think if you were trying to make light of your situation, maybe you would.
Yeah, maybe. I guess so.
I think you've lost so much.
Yeah, right.
I think you've lost so much respect for the YouTube machine that you might do that.
Probably. Yeah.
I think you've lost so much. Like you don't respect it at all. So you're like, whatever. I guess. fuck it.
At
Put
this
in
point,
a fucking extend ad in the middle of like you talking about a couch.
If Extend approached
crazy.
me, I would totally do it.
Absolutely. I would use their product way too much.
Guys,
I hurt myself.
I love the idea of like having like, all right, guys, this is this is a serious topic. I made this ad a couple months ago though, so I got to get it out. Dollar Shave Club, and it's like the tone completely is completely fucked.
Stupid ass, silly ass, fucking joke. And
Anyway.
it's like, oh man.
Anyway, okay, so
That means they had that
yeah.
watch that whole video too, and they were like, "Yeah, this is a good video to throw advertisement on." Yeah,
yeah.
this video about pedophilia. Yeah, Chris, go ahead and make this fucking Blue Chew video, this
Hell
Blue
yeah,
Chew
dude.
ad about it, and it's like, what the fuck?
If you're trying to get your fucking go.
Yeah.
Just go.
All right, so we got all right, MrBeast, Chris Tyson, whatever. It's all set.
Okay, we
got
got
it.
Chai Cenat.
No, we got
Kai Cenat.
Chai Cenat.
Speaking of people talking to minors, Kai Cenat's camera guy, I think,
Yeah,
got outed, I guess, for talking to some underage people or person, fucking whatever.
Does anybody know how old this guy is?
definitely an adult.
I think like
Around Kai's age, maybe like 25-ish.
how old is Kai Cenat?
Kai's about 25.
Is he?
I think
Yeah,
so.
so I think it's like I think
Kai's
23 to
25.
25 talking to somebody underaged. Basically. She said she was 19, but he found out that she was lying and continued to talk. So, you know, that's
Kai's 22. He's very young. Holy
that's
shit.
wow.
Oh, well,
So
it's still
the cameraman's probably around.
That's Kai's age, not his cameraman.
Yeah, so we don't know, but assuming obviously the whole point is that the cameraman's an adult. So he found out before. Did anything sexual happen, or was it like Dr. Disrespect? Wait, Doctor. I don't know the whole thing about Dr. Disrespect, but from what we know, Dr. Disrespect, it was like online, sexual shit or whatever.
right.
Do we know the extent of what's happening with this
With the
camera
Kai
guy?
Cenat stuff, as far as I always look at these situations in the sense of like how are the people closest to them reacting to it?
Oh.
You know what I mean? And Kai was pretty much like, "Fuck, we're done. I'm out." Like this guy, no. And so that enough to me is like, if you're working with somebody for that long, I don't know if you would necessarily cut them off for something that you know or believe to be like false or guiltless.
He's the size that he's so big. He got like anything. He's a face of a company. You know, he's trying to make his money. He's clearly focused on that.
But I feel like
Anything
that's
that
kind
goes
of,
on,
but that's
you gotta
kind of
cut.
evidence to the. That's what I'm saying though. I feel like you are so big at that point that like you can. I feel like you can afford to go to bat for people who are genuinely not in the wrong. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like if Dr. Disrespect, with all due respect, if Dr. Disrespect didn't do anything wrong, I don't think that company would have dropped him. I don't think they would have.
I don't know.
I see what you're saying.
I can agree that makes sense. But I think when you're just on the grind and you're like a big name, any small thing could fuck you up and you fumble and you end up.
Well,
in a bad
I don't
spot.
agree. I don't agree with that because so many people who are canceled are still making boatloads of money.
They sweep a
So
lot
I don't
of
know if
things
I
on-
believe
They
that.
sweep a lot of things
get
on the
swept
rug.
for sure.
I think it's when there's the dead to rights thing. I think when there's still like say some shit up in the air. I feel like that's what happened with Chris D'Elia, where in my opinion, Chris D'Elia, the comedian, I've seen enough to where I'm like, all right, this guy's a scumbag.
Right.
I think I've seen enough, but I feel like a lot of his fans did not see the extent of what I saw. So there was people that distanced themselves for a while, but then all of a sudden, like, oh, he's been invited back on some of those comedy podcasts.
Yeah, I saw him on a
again and shit.
podcast recently. I was
Yeah,
like,
and
oh,
so-
all right.
I was like, I think maybe some of those people didn't see the extent of like, because the way that Chris D'Elia tried to portray it was as if there was like one girl or something, and there was something he clarified this or she lied or something, and I'm like, there were multiple girls there. He didn't address all of them, so I thought it was kind of interesting. But anyway,
Yeah.
I think with that a much like leeway with people not really knowing the full picture, you can kind of, and I feel like that's what happened with Ava Chris Tyson, because there was things floating out for a while, right?
Right, yeah.
And MrBeast didn't do shit. And then now all of a sudden MrBeast is like, gotta cut ties. We're gonna have a third party investigator. And I'm like, all right, bro. You
Guys.
only did that because things got too big.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so with the Kai Cenat thing, I'm completely in the dark, but it's probably true.
Yeah, very
enough
likely. Very
that
likely.
like the shit went down. Because the thing that's crazy, and I just don't understand, because you know, if you're adjacent to Kai Cenat, you're gonna get infinite pussy. You're just going to. Like, there's no way if they want pussy, if that's the whole thing,
right?
Like, you're going to get it. So the idea of
I mean, yeah,
you're going to. You're if that is what you want. Like, there's no way somebody that famous and being adjacent to them, you're gonna get some rub off because that is what happens in every fucking scenario. Even the guitar techs and bands will get pussy just to try to get at the fucking other. It's just that you're adjacent to them. I mean, fucking, I was a merch guy one time. And then, some girls were like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so anyway, point being.
You utilize every advantage we get.
Yeah.
Every legal advantage.
I was a bitch and I didn't. But like, it was interesting being like, oh, man, I should have.
Every advantage you get, man. You didn't utilize whatever you get.
I mean, look.
You just mumble rapped your way through that sentence. That was
kind of sound like Future.
What the fuck? Get your pussy
what if this
legally.
is the whole podcast?
You sound like Boomhauer.
I would love that. And we just put a beat over it. We just loop a beat, and we just
the same beat for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And
no switch ups.
Nothing at all. No, I don't want any switch ups at all.
How dare you switch up the beat? How dare you?
How dare you rip? How dare you ruin my sense of stability in these trying times?
Someone's gonna be
I can't deal with
shit.
change.
Someone's vibing to that shit, and then we switch it up, and they get so fucking
They
mad.
fucking start screaming. They carpet bomb the Gaza Strip again.
Holy shit.
But listen, man.
You say again?
Again.
Oh, that's something politically that happened. They fucking killed the Hamas leader and somebody else.
They got a Hamas leader?
Yeah, they got.
Was he in Gaza?
No, he was in fucking Iran.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, because I was like, no fucking shot. Why would that guy be there?
No, yeah.
So they found him in Iran. Oh,
which is interesting because they could somehow look. They managed to get the most important person on foreign soil with no casualties,
insane civilian casualties.
Yeah, so it seems like they're capable.
Of course they are.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
no comment further. But like, I mean,
look, at this point, I don't know. All I'll say is I don't know the people that are defending those actions. I don't know how they do it. That's all I'm saying.
Listen,
stop. We need a sponsorship. Stop.
I don't know how they do it.
Let's just
I said that's all I was gonna say, nigga. Come on. Shit,
Seinfeld streaming now on Netflix.
We need our sponsorships. Larry David's really funny.
I'd love that.
Anyway, it does seem to be it's talking to minors summer. It seems. It's certain people.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like
so fucking easy. It's so easy not to do it. It's crazy.
You said that they found out that they lied and still went forward.
Yeah, apparently, as far as I know, I've seen some screenshots of like DMs going around. I didn't read them because it's just whatever. It just at a certain point, it's like if there's smoke, there's fire. Like no one's gonna. I would have seen people be like, "This is not what's happening by now."
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that to me is what I understand. Like he found out that the person was lying about their age. She said she was 19, which like at 25, 22, like all right, fine. Yeah, it's a little bit young personally.
I don't give
for me,
shit.
But like you're old enough. You're a fucking adult.
You're in college.
I was 17 in college, like doing some crazy shit.
I was 16.
That's what I mean.
Shit.
Like you ain't gotta pull the ladder up behind you, man. It's just what people do.
Yeah,
you're 18. You're an adult. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but
I don't. You can morally not give a fuck. I personally don't because there are actual like horrible things that I care way more than like some age guy. Oh God, the world's fucking collapsing.
There's a difference between something being weird and something being like that's criminal and weird.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I just don't put any energy.
The whole thing with Critical and fucking Sneako.
What do you mean?
Did you hear about that?
Oh my God! I forgot about that.
All right, well, let's stick to one thing at a time.
I forgot about that. That's actually mind blowing. I forgot about that.
Yeah. We'll stick to one thing though.
Could you at least dot it down real quick? My eyes twitching. I forgot about that shit.
I didn't watch all of it, but I heard about it.
I just saw the clips.
Can't read that at all.
It says sneak.
I thought that said sneed. I was like, what the fuck is sneed?
Sneed.
With a TH, it's like an S and a TH at the same time.
It's an STH immediately.
Sneed. Anyway. Yeah, so that's apparently the story.
Yeah.
Look, man, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know why this is like a difficult thing for people to wrap their head around.
Yeah. I guess there's too many. There
people
really
are trying
is more.
To pedomax right now, man.
I feel there are pedomaxing, man. I feel like there's a lot of people that more than you kind of would like to even imagine, obviously, because you don't want to think about like people being like predators, right? You want to think about people like I try to make a thing of, I understand why, say, losers will try to go after younger people because they're impressionable and stupid, so they're easy to manipulate, and because they can't get people their age. But then there's people that I know for sure could get people their age. Like Cenat's cameraman is probably has pussy surround. Like, they imagine the amount of girls that want to sleep with these people, anyone in their crew. They could have a party full of like 100 women and probably get them to an orgy. Like, if they wanted to.
If they wanted, yeah.
Right. And so when they do shit like that, I'm like, all right, so that just means that you continue to talk or whatever. That means that that's what you wanted. And probably, you said smoke, there's fire. This probably ain't an isolated incident.
No.
So, like, you know, of course, I'm speculating, but the thing is, this is, you see, it keeps happening. Like it keeps, young. Who's that really gay dude?
Richard Simmons?
No, he was like a really big YouTuber in the fashion makeup industry.
Oh, James Charles.
James Charles, thank you.
The fact that motherfucker has a platform in general is fucking absurd,
exactly.
bro.
Well, this is what I'm talking. This is what I was saying earlier. It's like,
I agree.
It doesn't seem to matter, really.
I agree, but that motherfucker, look.
Yeah, true.
Bro, several then got caught, and then there were more after getting caught.
Yeah,
the dude's a fucking creep.
It was worse than Crystalia. Like,
really? Wait, I actually don't know much about what happened. It was
a lot.
We saw like the Snapchat receipts were crazy. Like the thing that's, so I don't understand. Like, I used Snapchat back in the day. It's pretty easy to not be really stupid or predatory on it. It's really easy to not do it.
I deleted Snapchat so long ago. I got a girlfriend. I deleted Snapchat immediately. I haven't had it since I started dating Lily.
Yeah, it's smart.
I tried. So there was a thing that I used to do with Snapchat. It doesn't work anymore. Where you were able to play audio from, say, YouTube or wherever, and also record. So, like, say if you want to record a video, you would have audio. It was basically a way to like have some type of background. So you didn't have to do any editing. It was just like real time. Here's my music playing, or here's audio of someone talking, and then here I'm doing something. And I was like, let me see if I can still do that, because Instagram doesn't let you do that.
Yeah.
And so, as far as I remember, it didn't work anymore. So I was like, all right, fuck Snapchat. Just doesn't. I think it's only there for like deviancy. I had
a gold mine on Snapchat, man.
I imagine.
I had a gold mine on that bitch,
see, and they gotta be careful with shit like that, because people know what Snapchat's for, and that's why like there have been just those deviant leaks, people getting exposed, Crystalia freaking out about Snapchat because of probably all the wild shit that he's done.
God. Did you
fucking wellspring,
so
man.
I didn't look into this super hard.
What happened?
But there was this YouTuber, I guess. I shared it because I just couldn't believe that somebody would willingly share all of this information. But there was this.
I didn't read. I know exactly.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Dude, TLDR. Holy shit.
So there was. Hold on, let me scroll through my timeline. I don't
Did you read it?
I read through all of it.
Please give me a synopsis, because like I was like, nope.
So as far as I understand, this YouTuber is being accused of, I guess, grooming or some serious pedophile stuff or whatever. Like I didn't really get it. I've never heard of this guy. His name is Mr. T. Lexify.
Hands?
Never heard of this person.
Yeah,
Mr. Hands.
He's back. He got resurrected.
Yeah.
But so I just saw this with no context. Yeah. It's just this guy who's like, this is extremely embarrassing to post, but it proves that my ex was lying about the age of the guy she cheated on me with. This conversation was in 2022 for Coachella, and it speaks for itself. I have retained legal counsel and need to let the legal investigation complete itself first. And so it's this Snapchat scroll through this conversation between him and his ex, who, like, I guess confirms that she slept with like this guy who was like 17 or something. I don't know how old these people are though, because they seem kind of young. It seemed like 22. It's weird, but yeah, it doesn't necessarily.
It's still,
if you're being accused of literal pedophilia, like I don't know how I don't know how much this necessarily goes. But the scroll is crazy. It's like this long Snapchat scroll through the most embarrassing messages I think I've ever seen.
So long.
Like this one right here is awesome. This happened to pause the scroll at the perfect time. said, so I'm going to go back and forth. I really hope you don't do that. I'm sorry. I really still want you. And then she goes, you can't even make me come. You can't fuck right. He goes, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
He goes, you can't eat pussy right either. You can't kiss right. What the fuck am I here for at this point? I thought you told me I ate pussy good, frowny face. I thought you liked my kisses. If you don't give me money, there's no point.
Yo, damn,
so
she's diabolical, man.
Yeah, so let me just start off with this. She's a demon.
Yeah.
And these people are... He's very pathetic, and she seems like a genuine psychopath. So, like, I don't really care about the well-being of either of these people, to tell you the truth.
What a dynamic,
but, like, dude, Batman couldn't origami fold me enough times to get this information out of me.
Yeah.
If I ever said this to a woman...
Yeah.
Where I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
With the frowny face? Are you kidding? That's so crazy.
Now every girl knows.
Yeah, like, why would you... I don't know, man. That seems crazy.
Like, what girl's gonna want to fucking... Unless she wants, like, some pathetic pussy.
So his brand thing, I think, right? Was so he was doing this, and now he's like rebranded as like a Christian, and he's repented is some of his language.
So now he wants like...
So he's married, I think, actually, already.
Oh, so he probably married to some like...
He found a trad
some trad one that sucks and wants to be abused.
He's like, don't eat my pussy. That's disgusting. Don't ever do that.
Yeah.
Don't you ever.
That's of the devil.
I just, man, that it's a long scroll. It's a very long scroll through messages, and it's all of it is just like him. I'm sorry, and he like frowny face. Like she'll tell him like some of the most mean shit I've ever seen anybody say to anybody. So like how he literally said, "What can I do to make my body more appealing to you?" And she said, "Skin yourself alive." She said, "So this is a demon, genuinely."
Oh, she's just mean.
Yeah, well, clearly.
Yeah. Well, she seems like genuinely somebody that probably should go away forever.
Yeah,
but because that's a great. I don't know, man.
I can already picture. I can picture her. Like she's very nice behind it. Like on the surface, you think
that's not even just BPD. That's like BPD Ultra Instinct.
Yeah,
like level.
Done.
There's so God damn, man. What like you said. Why?
What happened to men?
Does everybody?
What happened to young men? You know,
all you needed to do was show the messages where she said like he's 17. That's all you needed. You didn't need to show the parts where you apologize for not eating pussy, right? What the hell?
Why would I?
Over and over again. I'm sorry.
I don't need to know that about you. I'm sorry.
Man.
Cuckery is crazy.
I don't need to know that about you.
Cuckery is crazy. Dude. People getting sunned out and disrespected.
Like there's
so much. So
I don't
bad,
have
dude.
like if you're a look, I don't want to get twisted. There's some YouTubers, even myself to a certain extent, I have shared some things, but nothing like humiliating. At least nothing that I would perceive as humiliating.
Yeah.
I was annoyed if you remember when Bunty shared some stories about his like relationship
back
issues.
in the day, like
and there was like some fucking freak ass YouTubers that were giving him shit. And the thing that annoyed me, I was like, that was like light work. It wasn't like. Yeah. It wasn't like it wasn't like that type of shit.
It wasn't even close.
It was just like, oh, he was betrayed and he wants to get it off his chest. And I'm like, all right, that sucks, man. Yeah. And there's the level that was 1 and this is 1,000.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't really mind the level 1s. And I'm like, oh man, you just pointed hard. All right, you know.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't have done it.
You wouldn't have done it personally.
But like, it's not. This is some.
Yeah.
And look, make no mistake. Like, I'm not sitting here like being like, oh, I've never like sent messages that I'm embarrassed by.
Yeah.
I've definitely sent messages that I'm embarrassed by. I've definitely probably been pathetic too in like relationships, no doubt.
Oh, I've never been.
The degree of this, the sheer degree is crazy.
I've never been pathetic because I never respect women enough to be pathetic. Actually,
facts.
No, I'm being. This
I believe you. I don't think you're lying.
But before Lily, because there was one girl I really liked for a long time, and she fucking hurt me really bad. And after that, I was like, women are just meant to be treated as less. That's like, thank you.
That is so fucking crazy.
Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord Christ, for revealing this upon me and bestowing me with this new power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I met my girlfriend. I was like, well, maybe I should respect some of them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like if I've ever sent something really embarrassing, like super embarrassing.
Yeah,
like I'm sure something.
It's been embarrassing in like context.
Like,
you know,
I think it would just maybe something that would make me cringe a little bit.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but nothing. There has never been a dynamic even close to it because I wouldn't tolerate that.
That's crazy.
Even if somebody
I've had
said something like that,
where I've said like I've sound like a pussy in the chair because I'm like. I don't know what to do. I can't do this right now.
Oh no, I've been. That shit ain't mine.
Yeah,
I know that shit ain't mine, bro.
I threw up. I'm throwing up. I'm scared. Like shit like that because I'm terrified. I'm like, dude, I can't do this.
Look, what I'm saying is like
I was already deadbeat.
What I'm saying is
I was deadbeat central, bro.
What I'm saying is it's relatable. It's relatable to like cry over a relationship or like be at that level, right?
Sure,
Where you're just like, oh man, and you're acting in ways you wouldn't. But like, dude, I'm reading through this and I'm like, I can't believe that anybody could get to this point.
Yeah,
like it is such a steep level that
her pussy must have been
fucking terrain.
Fireworks, bro. It must have been fireworks coming out that shit.
That'll do it, probably.
Yeah, and
that'll
and his
that'll
dick was
hypnotize
fucking
because crazy girl pussy's different, bro.
It's a mountain to climb.
It'll have you beside yourself at moments.
I don't know, man. I'm not into those crazy because like a lot of times
you don't know they're crazy.
Well,
yeah.
But their pussy is the sign. You're like,
okay,
oh shit.
Give me an idea of what do you consider like crazy pussy? Like say what the performance? Like what are you saying?
The woman attached to the pussy is insane. Thereby making her pussy better because of how little restraint she has up here.
Okay, so like that's what I'm saying. I want to understand.
The pussy's crazy good, but the person's just crazy.
Why is it like say what is the difference between like in your opinion? I want to know like say with crazy pussy, what does crazy pussy do? Like what is she doing to you?
I think it's literally just I think it's psychological and emotional intensity that is like added to it. It's literally just like It's adrenaline, literally.
It's literally making you. It makes you think that the nature of her being crazy is fine,
right?
Because of how intensely you guys are interacting with each other.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, this girl's crazy, but also she clearly like really loves me because of the like how much passion she puts into our interaction.
Well, it's also it's. I think there's a mathematics of peak and valleys too. Because if things are really really bad. And then they go back to like just being normal. That seems like a really
amazing.
Great.
It's amazing.
So it's like there is like a perspective and comparison type deal.
She's not stabbing me anymore. So we're in a fine place. And it's like
she hasn't stabbed me in like 8 weeks.
But she's still like calling you everything in the book and like making you cry at night.
No, but that's true. Like literally, like I think it's something. Like you gotta do some real enlightening work.
I've never had
insane pussy,
but I've had crazy girl pussy.
I've never enjoyed that. Like, it's just this is just me. I guess
he's gay.
I guess I'm just kind of. I mean, maybe.
Maybe. You're too old to still be maybeing about you being gay. You're way too fucking old.
I don't know.
If you're past 30, you should not be maybeing anymore.
No, I'll be honest. I think the colonoscopy I had like really just straightened me out, bro. Like that whole experience. Like. I was like, oh yeah, no.
You didn't like having a mirrorless Sony camera shoved up your colon?
Can you imagine
a DSLR?
That's crazy. The idea of somebody being behind my asshole and spreading it open and being like,
he's struggling to get it in.
The idea of somebody reaching in my asshole makes my day really worse.
They stand you on your head and jump on the camera into your like they're trying to go down like one of the Mario pipes.
Yeah, man.
And you just got to deal with that. You got to get up afterwards and act like you're a manly man still.
But anyway,
you got to be like, I'm going to the gym now.
So the
Sneako
has a bunch of weird shit.
Yeah, Sneako.
So the Sneako critical thing.
They had a debate.
I don't know why. I thought it was kind of bizarre that
I don't like. Yeah, I'm actually completely in your camp. Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Sneako's been on this weird tirade about like consent and the age of consent, and how like
fuck him
and how arbitrary it is. Well, and I understand where I think he's coming from, but also like that gives
you understand where he's coming from.
I can understand the argument he thinks he's making. Right? He thinks he's like, oh, age of consent is arbitrary because it varies across the board. It's like, that's
it is
true.
arbitrary, but who cares?
That's true, but also you sound like a creep arguing for this.
No, but do you know why?
Stop.
Do you know why he's arguing for it? It's simple. Islam.
Oh,
it's very simple. It's very simple.
Oh, yeah,
he converted
that's right.
Islam.
I forgot that he was doing that.
Yeah, and it's the only reason.
He was kind of a cool guy once too, which makes me really sad. Young him was kind of a cool dude. Like I probably would have liked young Sneako.
But he's a fucking clout chaser. It was just like, say, for a while, he was so hard in the paint in the manosphere. Then when it started to dip a little bit, he immediately was like, oh, I should like get out of here. Like immediately he was like, oh, he saw the writing on the wall, but then like it kind of recovered, so then he kind of dove back into it a little bit. Like he has no conviction.
He goes
with
whatever way the wind blows, really, for him.
That's just what he's doing. So if like, you know, Kamala wins and all this stuff and all the fucking chuddy shit dies down, he'll fucking change his tune. He just wants to be on top. He likes, you know, people talking about him. He likes, anyway.
Makes me sad.
They had a debate, and unfortunately, people are saying, I didn't watch. I saw a couple of clips.
I didn't really watch.
So I don't know the vibes at all. But there was a lot of people saying that because of Moist Critical is just not a debater. They're saying Charlie's not a good debater, and he didn't come off well, which is crazy because Sneako should get obliterated by, I guess, anyone. That's what I heard, at least.
Yeah,
I would need to watch it to see if I agree with that sentiment.
Yeah, I mean that's why I didn't write it down, because I didn't really watch it.
The argument that Sneako was making was like he said like, a child that's very mature, that's about 17 years old, should not be allowed to get married. But the idea is that a child could go through gender affirming therapy or surgery at a young age as well. And it's like, I understand Charlie was saying that like if it's up to the parents and every party is okay with it, it would be fine.
Yeah.
And then Sneako was like, well, shouldn't the same argument be for the child doing the same thing and getting married to someone? And it's like, dude, at that age in general, both of those things are very serious things that need to be discussed with both people. But the fact that you're so hard arguing this shit is very creepy.
Well,
it's very
creepy. It's gross.
Just stop. It's
not a 1-to-1 comparison at all.
It's not many reasons. They're, first of all, they're both extensively complex things.
And really 100%. Only one is.
Well, sorry, the gender affirming is very complex and nuanced and conversational. And if you listen to people on that particular side talking about that shit and the detransitioning group, you would be so wildly misinformed about it because of the fact that they're like, oh, people transition and then it hurts their biology and they wonder, and it's like that percentage is the amount of trans people and then the amount of detransition people in general is so small, it's staggering.
Well,
they exist.
They don't know any of that shit.
They exist. Don't get me wrong.
Well, that's the problem. Charlie, not ready for a debate.
Yeah,
doesn't have any of those statistics.
Yeah.
And so if he wanted to talk about that, if he wanted to advocate for it, he would just look up those statistics and then be able to absolutely destroy Sneako's argument.
That was clearly thrown at him. That's clearly thrown at him.
Well, he's not a debater.
And that's the whole thing. Yeah. That's why it's like, he has a large platform. He offers very safe opinions. That's basically his thing where, if you were somebody like me that wants to get insight on something, you're not going to watch Charlie. You're going to watch basically Charlie for, this guy, he and I agree on most things. And I just want to have that reinforced opinion. Yeah. And so,
not to say anything again. No, this is not saying anything. We know the guy. He's a good dude. Yeah, we know Charlie.
That's not saying
like
there's nothing wrong with doing that. That is basically almost every commentator, right?
Yeah, 100%.
You watch them because they
affirm you.
That's also, by the way. Yeah,
yes.
we're not armed with statistics here.
I'm not trying to say that's a bad thing. I'm like, if you're trying to get some insight on something, you're not listening to this podcast. You're not watching Charlie. Like, that's the whole thing. Where it's like
we may give you the spark of the idea to go look into those things, but we are not we are not educators. We are not the most informed people of those things.
I would never want somebody to inform an opinion from regurgitating something I fucking said.
Based on what Derek Blackman Negroid said,
I'd be like, stop right there, stop right there, please stop. You're gonna get yourself shot somehow. I don't know.
You're gonna say something wrong, and you're gonna say the N-word and stuff up because you're just gonna do it by quoting us.
He said I could say it.
This man said I could say it.
Therefore, I'm armed with it. It was weird. Sneako's fucking weird, bro. Stop. Dude, stop.
Well, I guess that was the thing. That was kind of the biggest thing that people were pointing out, that it was weird that so many people were freaking out about Charlie and his position more than Sneako advocating for child marriage. And that's the thing that, like, hey, guys, let's not skirt past this. And what Sneako's saying, this is infinitely worse because, first of all, what adult wants to marry a fucking minor?
A weird fucking adult,
so
literally.
In every fucking scenario, there is no way around it. And something that it would actually make sense other than, we're talking about modern days particularly, because back in the day, nothing made sense. People just did shit. My friend Jesus talks about his grandpa, the way that he got his the way that his
Just
grandma
took him.
literally took her. Literally
Bro,
on
the
his
amount
horse
of-
in Mexico, rode, saw this girl, like, oh, I think I like this girl. She's like 14 or some shit, or maybe even younger. Literally took her and then dropped her back off days later, pregnant. And that's how his mom was fucking born. Like
Crazy.
Like that was normal. Then I'm like,
That's
what
the world.
Then I'm
man.
like,
that's
what?
been, to be listen. That's been normal for 99.9% of human history up until like modern times. Basically.
Yes, and you know what we did in modern time? We were like, hey, maybe we shouldn't just
exactly.
take people.
I think it's a good idea that we stop taking people and
Let's
stop fucking
have morals
13-year-olds.
and
I think it's probably a good idea that we put that
we
there.
shouldn't take people. We shouldn't own people.
Yeah.
We shouldn't tell people how not to live.
Yeah.
You know,
That really
like
wasn't
this-
that long ago
this
either.
Things like that.
It really is not long ago that like where even like probably like our grandparents lived in a time where like it's just like I mean whatever, she's 15, she can marry, like
totally.
fucking whatever, like,
Totally.
it's just
She's
like,
an adult. and
it's not a
like,
matter of like like that's just the way it used to be. That's
Right.
fine.
I understand.
It's just through a modern lens, especially I don't know, man, like we understand more now about like just
human
dynamics and people.
Look,
It's fucking strange.
For me, it's like the idea is like you could be a mature young person. Like I agree, you can be a mature young person, but your experience is still going to be lacking because with age does come wisdom.
There's exceptions to the rule.
Age does come wisdom. I mean, you can be a
kids.
smart young person. You
There
can.
always
Absolutely.
look. There's always exceptions.
There's also very well lived young people, but age comes wisdom. Period.
Right.
Like you can't deny that.
It's not. Yeah. It's
you may not be the smartest person or the wisest person, and there may be young people wiser than you.
Experience.
It's right.
Yeah.
It's not a. It's you. It's more about just like you can't build a system based off of the outliers. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
100%.
There's undoubtedly a devious 17-year-old who's probably smarter than a lot. There's probably like a really smart 17-year-old woman who's way smarter than 30-year-old guys.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah.
Like that, I'm sure that exists. But generally speaking, just generally, that should probably be frowned upon because more likely than not, that's not going to be the scenario.
Yeah. They don't know what the fuck they're going to do. They literally have no idea what
They're young.
Yeah.
Most people that are in high school don't know what they'll say they know what they want to do, but then once they get into college, things change a lot of times. I don't like my fucking major. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It's
Everyone, I feel like everyone goes through that point in their life, literally, and it's not even. It's you're at 17. You're not even close to thinking about it. You go through like your fucking mid-20s. You're like, yo, the world is insane. I had no clue the world was this crazy.
Yeah,
and you figure that out. You know, like even the smart people I know went through shit like this.
That's why it's like Charlie. You know, I'm like, damn. You want say like it's supposed to be casual, and I understand. He probably thought like, I'll mop the floor with Sneako because it's Sneako.
This
But
guy's a
like
jackass,
it's just
but no, he's
it's just
a
one of the
fucking-
things where especially
He's just technically better at debating, and that's just because
that's the thing. That's why I hate debates, man.
Yeah.
Like it's that if you can be so good at talking.
modern debates are not debating. They're not.
Well, yeah,
they're just they're arguing.
You're just trying to
arguing.
You're trying to
That's it.
influence people's opinion. You're not trying to actually give like a lot of facts. That's like an afterthought, right?
Yeah.
The facts and
Well,
shit
you're
like that.
supposed to debate somebody. You're supposed to be willing to give acknowledge some sort of middle point.
Oh, we've talked about that, right? Like the
Yeah.
whole concession thing. Like it should be like there should be some type of clear winner and clear loser.
Okay, but also there's supposed to be an exchange of ideas that lead to something
I
beneficial.
think debates would be a lot
I would
better.
say that's not a debate.
Debates would
That's
be a
a
lot
discussion.
better.
It's more. But I feel like debating and discussion. Yes, you're right, and I feel like
we've talked about this before.
Debate should be more of a discussion in general, but that's not exactly what they're meant to be.
I just think I think it should be. I feel like discussion should be. I feel like Sneako and Charlie should not have had a debate. It should be like, let's discuss these ideas.
I think that's what Charlie thought was happening. That's why, because he doesn't debate. Like
Right.
Charlie doesn't like. I don't think I've ever seen him on a
done
debate.
before, but not like it's
But like an
that's not his
official,
forte.
it's not like an official debate though. It's usually just like a conversation that turns into something.
Probably.
So I assume, I don't know. Like I
Probably.
don't watch every single thing Charlie does.
Yeah.
But like my assumption is that like he doesn't strike me as like a debate bro.
The idea of
Yeah.
debating is so fucking insane.
I think it'd be a
It's
lot better
gross.
if both opponents had to dock at the beginning and end.
like penis to penis.
Yes.
There would be more things at stake, I guess.
If you
And
lose,
so I
my
guess
penis is
there's-
gonna eat.
If you don't concede on something,
Yeah.
if there's no concession made in this debate, you must dock.
The idea of docking
I like that.
Whoever loses the debate gets all the size and girth of the other person.
Because you also
just absorb all of them.
Look, you gotta. This is dangerous because you can really like say. Because I imagine Sneako has a very, very tiny penis. So at that point, you kind of have to like, you're risking it all. Now you're gonna let people. Not only are you a cuck. You have a micro penis, like you got.
That's a rough combo.
He's an interesting feller, man.
That's a rough combo.
It's a very.
It made
rough
me
combo.
so sad, bro. I watched one of his old videos and I was like, I would have liked this guy.
But that's how it
makes my heart hurt.
Think about how a lot of people started off though. Like I was thinking of Nikocado. Do you see that guy when he first started off?
Oh yeah, he was like a prodigy, wasn't he?
He was a violinist. He was fucking like this clean vegan. Looks like he had the whole world in front of him. He's like, oh wait, mukbangs. I'll just do that. And then now he's, he had the eating with an apnea machine on for a while. I don't know if he's still doing it or not, but I remember that was the last thing that I saw
crazy.
of him. And I saw his asshole, which pissed me off.
That dude.
I'm sorry.
I saw that shit too, and I was like, I was
so mad.
I somehow have avoided it. Thank God.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's fucking excellent.
I'm living a great life.
One of our friends tweeted it, and I was like, why would they do this to me?
Who tweeted it? Do you remember?
They're
I'm
demons.
not gonna say.
They're demons, man.
Why not?
I'm not gonna say. The same person you were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, okay.
Earlier.
That makes sense.
Oh man, that's
Anyway,
it's like you know what?
But yeah,
you know when a knight is on his knee and he picks his sword up and he's just like, nah, and he drops it again and he just lets himself die. I feel like that.
But look, man, in my eyes, from the clips that I saw, Charlie definitely was on the right side. The people don't know anything about gender affirming care. They don't know anything about it at all.
That shit irks me, bro.
They don't.
That
so,
shit irks.
Well, there's
irks
I don't know
me,
much
there's a
about
bunch
it
of
either.
there's a bunch of
there's a bunch of very available information.
The problem
Yeah,
is
but
there's
like
more
for me,
And if you're talking, the thing is, if you're talking about it and you're arguing about it, you should inform yourself about those things.
Well, right. No, well, that's why
that is the thing that bothers me so much.
That's kind of thing. It's like if you're arguing from a position where you don't know the exact history or the exact statistics, you have to have at the very least a strong philosophy that is grounded. Like my like I don't know much about gender affirming care at all, really. Like I don't really know about like what hormones do or like how they affect certain people at what ages or like what age is appropriate for what to be done. I really don't know. My only philosophy really is I don't really view the human body as like a particularly like sacred, unchangeable thing. Definitely. Like I just think like if I had the option at some point to like cut my arm off to replace it with a better arm, I would do it. If you want to change the way your face looks or fucking what your hair or your eye color, like I really just don't care about that.
Everybody has their opinion about. Like I think as a child, there's opinions that parents could have, and I have opinions about it too, right? But the idea for me to go on and tear down people and speak,
if you're going on a platform to
spit out misinformation about those people consecutively, because this is where the problem comes from. It's like the whole thing about the gay stuff in school, right?
Well, that shit's pretty gay though.
That shit's not like, all seriousness,
and it makes me mad.
All seriousness though, like all jokes aside, the fact that people get so just one piece, right? The fact that people are so misinformed about what happens there is insane. People are like, oh, they're teaching the kids about all gay sex like that. And it's like, no, they're not. They're informing children that people of those groups exist. That is it. That is not going to make you gay.
I think it would make them gay though.
It would make them gay because at that moment they're like, oh,
well, think about it. No,
so I make sense.
Think about that.
At
like
6 years
genuinely,
old.
Think about like all of the people that are really raging about this shit. I think it's because it genuinely does affect them. These people are easily impressionable. They believe in the dumbest fucking shit already. And they think that like probably a Ben Shapiro could convince them to transition if I think he really could. He thinks it's that fucking easy. They don't actually understand how methodical and how much planning goes into these thoughts and how sure a lot of kids are.
And it's not a sure shot thing. It doesn't happen in a fucking day.
And the reason why like a kid would want to even transition in the first place because they understand that like say if they don't do it early, they're not going to pass as well. And that could give bad results on why they're still unhappy. And why when parents understand this stuff, that's why they'll sign up. That's why even Elon Musk pretended, just a little while ago, he pretended that he got tricked into signing the papers. No. His daughter now came out on Twitter
and assassinated him, verbally assassinated
and was saying like, no, you read over this multiple times. He totally
you also
understood
weren't there for me at all. You were a shitty dad.
But
all
like,
that stuff.
Point being, like, it's just that like the parents that go through this understand the whole plight. This isn't just some random like, oh, on a whim, I'm going to fucking transition because it's easy and it's trendy and shit like that.
It's a conversation.
And also the puberty blockers, like the right, and a lot of people are saying that, oh, it's just gonna neuter you forever and shit like that. I'm like, nah, nigga, that doesn't work that way either. They don't know anything. They're gay and stupid.
Puberty should be blocked, in my opinion. It's a horrible thing.
I feel like everybody getting castrated,
the being
the world
you
would be
become
better.
afterwards is a worse version of the pure being you were prior.
If we were all
Well, actually, I don't know. Like, imagine... I don't know, actually, about that.
If I could have blocked my puberty and stayed small and adorable my whole life, I would have been fine with that.
But imagine being a small and adorable person who still has the responsibilities of an adult. Imagine being Andy Milonakis.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'd be fine with it.
That sucks.
I don't think you would.
I think you get a lot of. I think you would get more benefits than you think you would.
Yeah,
maybe.
What is that one? The
Gary Coleman.
I was gonna say or the Emmanuel
Lewis.
Lewis.
No, is Emmanuel Lewis?
No, is that him?
That sounds right.
No, Emmanuel Lewis
is a singer or a dancer or some shit like that, right? Or
no, isn't it Emmanuel? Fuck, who is it?
Are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of that. He's even smaller than fucking Gary Coleman.
Oh, Vern Troyer.
yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal, right?
Black mini me. No, it's. Like, what show is he on?
Emmanuel Lewis?
The
Emmanuel Lewis show? I don't know.
The Emmanuel Lewis show. Let me see
know
if this is right. Oh, I like how it's working real well.
Oh yeah.
While the show's on, while we're recording, and then it just nope. Safari can't work because we're gay.
You use Safari?
I do.
I just don't see any reason to use like fucking Google or whatever. Oh yeah. Emmanuel.
I don't like the way it works.
It's kind of stupid, but
I guess you just get used to it.
I don't really do things on my phone to like make it more convenient.
What the fuck is that? Is that Kyle Massey?
No, what?
He looks like Kyle Massey,
but no,
though.
It's not.
He does kind of look like Kyle Massey.
A little bit.
He looks a lot like Kyle Massey's brother, the brother from Zoe, the black guy from Zoe 101. He looks a lot like him.
He looks less like him.
Webster.
I think he absolutely does.
I will say he looks less like Kyle Massey the more that I look at him.
He has a catchphrase, and I can't remember this fucking guy's catchphrase.
His catchphrase is, "I'm small and black."
Yeah, that's it.
He's from Brooklyn. The life he probably would have had if he would have stayed there.
Emmanuel Lewis, get out here. I'm small and black.
I'm small and black.
Cartwheels out of the room. That was how every episode of what show is this?
Small and Black.
This show is small and
you know how
black.
catchy those sitcoms were back in the 80s? Small and black.
He's small and black. The snaps.
Hello, everybody. He's small and black.
And then it just ends.
And then
I don't know, man.
It's okay.
I feel like I should, by my nature, chase and try to consume people that are that small.
Oh, like eat them.
Yeah.
Like eat them for sustenance and for energy and for thriving.
We'll stop using pigs and you the little kids. Because pork is it's not good for you if you're a Muslim.
What if that's what Sneako really wants?
I feel
he just wants to eat children.
Crazy. But I feel like I should be like Crash 2 when you're running from the fucking ball, or like Indiana Jones. But it's me chasing a little person like barreling through a house. Not like it's in their house, so it's like their proportions, and then I'm inside of it, and you're like running through, tearing everything down. Then like there's a moment where I get stopped by like a log, and I'm like reaching at it. So and there's a save point.
Hold on, hold on. You think they have houses like hobbits?
I think I'm assuming like relative, you know, like
you think they have hobbit houses?
No, I know they don't, but I like the idea of me being a giant chasing them through a house that's their size.
That's their size.
Or like a fucking like a tomb that's like their size, and I'm like running through trying to get them, and then they gotta make every jump, and then like I'm like running through the lava, like still chasing them and stuff like that.
That's so stupid.
That's funny, dude.
All right, so
I ripped the mask off his face and some of the skin, and it's like, oh.
You want to know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Do you know how much the Insane trilogy sold?
How much?
Way too much.
I want you to guess.
Probably not that much. I feel like.
I'm gonna say 10 million copies.
10 million?
100,000?
100,000?
Damn, that's
20 million.
Double what I said.
The original Crash trilogy sold as much as Spider-Man did. Just fucking crazy. Like the new version of them.
Oh, really?
Not even just the old ones probably like sold like maybe like 1 million or something. The gaming wasn't that big back then. But like That's nuts.
Yeah, 20 million's crazy. 10 million felt safe for me because I just know it was such a PlayStation staple.
That's as high as I thought it would go. Like 10 million is like, damn, 20 fucking million. People wanted to play these games.
They definitely were like, what?
I bet
That's why they made a new one. They were like, I guess we'll make a new one.
That's exactly why they made Crash 4, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that game was great. Also,
very fun.
I never played it actually. I got to do that.
It's actually a really good Crash game.
Very fun game.
Like authentically, like fantastic.
Everything they added to the game made it better. Genuinely, it's very fun.
It was very hard though. It's a lot harder than it needed to be. I think
modern games aren't like that no more. That's why. And it was like, oh, this is
because I remember playing it and being like, yeah.
I
remember playing and being like, yeah, I'm down for like kind of like a fun, kind of colorful, like chill kind of romp through like some platforming stuff. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Sat up on your chair like.
Yeah, I was like fucking like when you lean in like this.
I hate to lean in. I try not to do it anymore. I try to like play like neutrally.
You have to.
And then some bullshit happens and I'm like, fuck, and I have to lean in.
It just starts getting real and you're like,
you got to lock in, man. Like that's very real. Like I know I play worse if I'm not leaning in.
100%.
I try to do sitting perfect posture, playing the game. Then happens and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. You know that episode of South Park? Where they were doing the World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
I think that was perfect. That was a perfect representation because of that one asshole that kept killing them. He was just chilling back. He was just chilling the entire time like that. And then when they fucking grind enough to be, to contend with him, that motherfucker gets up. And I was like, dude, there it is. It's like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio with the TV. When he was like, I was like, dude, 100%.
It is perfect.
Apparently, I stopped breathing too. Like, at seconds at a time. No, minutes at a time.
I stopped blinking. For sure. Apparently, I stopped breathing.
Just.
You beat the ball. Boom! On the fucking ground.
Apparently, I didn't notice because you probably don't notice a lot of things you do until somebody.
Oh no, of course not.
I
didn't know that I played with like a claw grip until somebody pointed it out to me.
What do you mean? You're like,
it's like this.
I play with my like I hold the controller normally, but then my index finger is on the face buttons.
And
I don't know. I just did that naturally.
Yeah,
because I didn't like in first person shooters. I didn't like having to take my thumb off of the camera to jump and like reload and stuff. So I would just do it with my index finger.
Interesting.
I'm sure there's like I could have just switched the controls.
No, the claw grip is people use that for such a thing.
No, but what I mean is like
bumper jump now in every shooting.
That's what I mean. That's what that's for. Bumper jumper is for that specifically, so you don't have to do that. But like I just didn't like.
Interesting.
I didn't like the idea of like unlearning.
So you reload. So I reload with X often, or I reload with
X is pretty standard.
Or I shoot with something like that. It's fucking crazy.
You shoot with X?
I don't know.
The idea of shooting X is maniacal.
You have to press X once per bullet.
That is fucking
even in like machine guns.
And you're good though. You're really good.
That's when you fucking because like whenever I need to tap something really hard, I twist to get more leverage. To like you put more weight down if you cross your fingers.
Yeah.
So I do that, and then it'll give me a little bit more leverage.
You know what I do? I cheat. I do the whole finger layout thing. I learned how to do that because I remember I was
That's
playing.
Like the Tetris tech when they hold the controller upside down and like tap it.
Yeah,
that shit's insane.
I started cheating like that because I found out about it and I took a whole day out of my life to learn how to do it. And then I would beat Joe and like fucking because Joe's insane at mashing. Like he's really good at mashing. So what I would do is
that's the only reason he works out.
Just for that.
He needed that skill. He's like, this makes me better at this.
I'm gonna turn the AC on.
Oh yeah, it is
not very.
I'm getting fucking warm.
Yeah, it's pretty warm.
But like, I learned how to do the whole thing where you transfer all your fingers to be able to like get one hit each finger. And I started beating him consistently, and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm cheating."
You should cheat even more by getting an auto clicker.
I wanted to get a vibrator.
Yeah, a fucking vibrator. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I can't be stopped.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You fucking like that. I'm such a. That's
smart though.
Yeah, it works.
I don't
somehow works pretty well.
So the thing is, I've never thought about having an issue with just taking half a
you don't
second.
play competitive games. That's why, because you play games for fun. You
no,
don't play
so that's
games
very
for
true.
stress.
That is extremely true.
You're a gamer because you enjoy games.
Yes, that is very true.
I am a gamer because I want to hurt people. I want people to know I'm better than them.
No, my competitive gaming was only LAN. It was local. Once it got into the interwebs, I'm like, I'm good.
Like the new Marvel Rivals game came out right now, and I've been playing that game way too much. It's actually way more fun than I gave any credit for. But I'm playing it right now. And,
That's the Marvel hero shooter, right?
And I'm playing as Spider-Man. Spider-Man sucks dick in that game. He's so fucking bad. But I'm playing him because I want to prove I can be good with him.
So fucking.
Is he fun? Is he fun to play at least?
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just
exactly. But because of the nature of how the game doesn't promote character, because he only has 5 shots, and then he can like web at people, and he's like a melee character. So like you shoot somebody with a web, and the next hit you do will do more damage. But like you're also getting gunned down by Punisher with a shotgun. This man, Punisher's the best guy. He's a man with a gun. That's all. He's the guy with 2 guns.
Yeah, the gun guy.
Yeah, the guy with 2 guns is going to do really well in a hero shooter. I think.
Yes.
And it sucks because like I really want to be good with Spider-Man, but it's just so.
You're playing Dark Souls with the hilt. Like that's what you're doing right now.
I do that all the time, dude.
You have no weapon equipped.
For me, he's my favorite character. I'm like, I'm a Spider-Man, my favorite character, and I'm just here crying because I'm getting molested by everyone I see.
I'm kind of like that with certain character of it. Like there are certain fighting games where I'm like, I don't care, man. I'm playing Servbot.
Yeah, that's I'm playing Servbot
because this is so ridiculous.
God damn.
Or like in Budokai Tenkaichi, I remember I'd play Kid Buu all the time.
Well, Kid Buu's always good.
Kid Buu was broken.
Kid Buu was broken in Budokai 3 to fucking high heavens. He had the dash it or he would do the whirlwind down to you, and I didn't know how to fucking block against that.
Anyway,
you just block standing up. I'm so stupid now that I think about that. But you just block standing up and then like don't let him do it a second time. But I would always get hit by it. And then like in fucking Tenkaichi was insane.
Yeah, well now
his foot would come through the floor sometimes.
So let me ask you a question. Did all 3 of us see Deadpool?
We did.
Okay, so we can, since it's fresh in our memory, we could just do that for an extra ammo. We could do like a
yeah.
Might as well today, right?
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So I freshened up on Breaking Worse.
Oh, Breaking Worse?
Yeah, I was like, damn. Let me make sure.
I have my notes too. Like I did it too.
But
we'll do.
We need to do 2.
Well, yeah, I know. We'll do that Friday though.
Okay.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's fine. Works for me.
So yeah, we'll have a Deadpool oriented extra ammo.
Hell yeah.
For Deadpool 3.
That'll be good.
If you guys
The
want to check that out. The
Yeah.
deadening. Anyway, we should move on to questions now. So everybody here, I think, wishes Sneako and his future child bride well.
I mean, hopefully,
because I don't know why you would be arguing this without some intentions in mind. So, like, I mean, have fun.
Good luck.
Weird,
man.
but
I'm sure he's moving to some country where he can do it easily.
Yeah.
And just know, like, he doesn't have to get permission. He just snatches her, and then
he's just gonna reenact Home Alone with his wife.
I hope he gets snuck with a fucking explosive.
Yeah, the real Home Alone.
I hope somebody sneaks an explosive into his house.
That'd be great.
That's crazy.
His child bride explodes.
No him. The child bride is.
Well, I mean, you know, she probably would like it that way because she probably doesn't want to be alive after that. If you were married to Sneako, would you want to fucking live?
Patreon.com/the Snark Tank. Here you can ask questions at whatever. Just go over. snarktank.shop for merch. I'm talking to some artist right now who's working up some
merch. We're hungry.
Some pretty gnarly stuff. So I'm pretty pumped about that.
Hell yeah.
But anyway, let's get on to some questions. Just one of those gays where your cock gets lubed up, every ass is fucked, every dick is sucked.
He's gay, she's gay, bull dick.
Bull dick is stupid. Anyway, they write in, says, "What's up, gang? I was on my way home from a party at 7 a.m. Jesus.
Wow, how old are you? I haven't done anything like that in forever.
I can't remember the last time.
I would feel like shit.
I would die. Now I would die.
I think I could probably still do that, but like I have
sleep
no reason
for a while.
to.
I'd be sleep so easily, like maybe like 6 p.m.
My clock is naturally kind of fucked, so I think I'm all right. But the idea, I haven't done that in a while, like a very, very long time.
Been well over a decade for me.
Yeah, I think maybe pre-pandemic for sure. What's up, gang? I was on my way home from a party at 7 a.m., and my sleep-deprived brain started reasoning that Hunter Biden would have made a perfect and really funny replacement for his dad. No other presidential candidate has been described as charming and nice while on crack, and he has a bone to pick with the Republicans for leaking his cock and balls in Congress. If you could pick any non-politician to run, who would it be?
Yeah, Hunter would have been hilarious.
That would have been fucking hilarious. A president with a dick pic out there? Oh my God.
I would say he said the N-word. That makes you happy. But,
Did he?
Yeah.
Where in a crack
Like crack-induced state.
in a crack
when
rampage?
he was fucking hookers. He didn't think he was a dude with the hookers. And he was like, dang, nigga. And I was like, yeah, I like this guy.
That's cool.
Oh, okay, yeah, whatever.
That's cool.
I thought he was saying. I thought you said the ER.
Oh, no, the N-word is the regular one.
Yeah,
the
N-word is
ER,
soft A.
The ER is the hard R. I just say the hard R for that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what I say sometimes.
Yes, there's a lot of times people will say the N-word, and it's not supposed to be hard R, but it kind of I think in a PC setting, it's all encompassing. But when we're talking amongst each other, we differentiate because we got to say hard R.
Yeah, I guess I've always just kind of thought of N-word as like the ER.
Safe thought.
Yeah.
Safe thought.
But I am kind of the point where it's like that's worse by like a large margin. Like if somebody the N-word.
You're a dumb little N-word. That's just it's technically meaner.
You obsequious little N-word.
Yeah, somebody was pointing it out. They're like, if you're the N-word is basically saying it.
It's literally saying
that's why I kind of don't. It really bothers me the way that we talk about it because you're just making me say it in my mind.
Exactly.
And you are ostensibly communicating it to me when you say it.
Yeah.
It feels very weirdly roundabout, especially if we're just talking about it. I don't know.
I remember when I was in high school, someone called me a silly little black, and it hurt me so badly.
Silly little black.
You little silly black, and I was just like,
did they think you were the Tricks rabbit? What the fuck is that?
Silly black? Tricks are for whites.
It hit me, and it was a dark cloud over me, and I was like, dang, I am a silly little black.
A silly little black. Damn.
That's so
demeaning.
That is, because it's like you're just a color at that point.
And it's that person wasn't taller than you, were they?
Oh, they absolutely were. This is when I wasn't a giant yet. I was like ninth grader. I was just like, I am silly little black.
I was picturing some fucking 5'2" silly little black.
Silly little black.
And me grabbing them and just fucking he's just voring them.
Like that fucking painting of Kronos eating his fucking kids.
Eating his kids. I am silly.
Silly hungry.
Pretty good.
Anyway,
what are you talking about?
I don't know. Fucking non-politicians running for president.
You get a few porn stars in. You get a Gianna Michaels. She'd be a good porn.
I think I would do just to make everyone mad. I think it would make everyone mad if it was Ice Spice.
Jared Fogle.
Oh, that. Well, we did have our Fogle co-ticket.
Alexis, Texas.
That's true. I forgot that we even did that.
Alexis, Texas would be a good one. That'd be
Alexis, Texas.
Yeah.
Is that a porn star?
Yeah.
What a stupid name.
Yeah, it
Alexis,
is.
Texas.
Can I tell you something?
Rhymes.
That is why, on that principle, I never clicked on those videos.
That's crazy.
I genuinely was like, I was
watching.
I was
watching. I was
Alexis, Texas. I would never.
This is Hannah Montana ass fucking bullshit.
It's meant to rhyme, and I was like, look, you have more honor than I do. I was fucking watching that shit. I was like, hey, bro, whatever, man.
I'm not. No, anything like that. No,
I'm 14, bro. I got some poison to get out.
Oh, so she's like fucking. Oh, you know what I saw? Because remember when we brought up Cytheria in episodes ago?
He died?
No, I would have opened with that. It would have been sad. And then we would have watched her
drown somebody.
Yeah, in memory in extra ammo. But no, she posted a thing.
It's hard to imagine Cytheria as a corpse dehydrated.
She probably has the most hydrated skin ever, dude.
It makes no sense. I was like, she literally shouldn't be alive. I don't understand physics at all anymore. But anyway, she put out a thing because I follow her on Twitter, and she was like, hey, go to this website and fill out this application, and then these people will vet you for a chance to be in an actual film with me. And I was like, what? That's like, don't you just work with professionals in the industry? So this is weird.
Yeah.
So it's like, you could be a amateur porn person, or maybe someone that just fucks good and who's clean, I guess. And there is a slight chance that you can be in a film with Cytheria.
What's the URL?
I don't know. So you got to go to her Twitter. You got to go to Cytheria because I saw it on there.
I feel like that's just too close to comfort for me, you know.
I mean, I know there's no chance. I'm fat. I'm short. I'm not fucking like well endowed. I'm like, I think maybe I'm above average, but like I just don't. I don't want
He's on a mission, dude.
Look, I don't want to. What do you call it?
Hey man, I'm single right now.
Hey, hell yeah, dude, that'd be crazy. Got selected.
That'd be insane.
That'd be insane.
I think I'd be too scared.
Of course, dude.
I
could absolutely not fuck a porn star I used to masturbate to when I was little.
I mean, it'd be
that's like fucking like Shyla Styles or something like that. I'd be like, I can't do this.
Yeah, because it would be on film too. I would have to.
I don't know any porn stars, man. You got like I know like the Asia Akira.
I'll suck your
I suck your.
Yeah, see,
God damn, I know so many porn
that was
stars.
bad. See, look, I said Asia because he's Asian. That was racist.
Look, we were young at a
Obviously-
time where the internet was fucking exploding.
Yeah.
It would be impossible for us to not have at least 5 memory
I don't,
banks.
like, so I didn't. It just that escaped me. So I knew Cytheria just because I was fucking. I was like, that she's crazy,
Dude, so many of them are so
Sounded
much
like J. Jonah Jameson.
so many of them are so much younger than I thought they were.
Cytheria.
Now, stop. Why isn't she squirting? You're fired.
Like not squirting photo of Cytheria, you're fired.
Like, rattle off 5 names real fast.
Old school or new school?
You know 5
What
new
the fuck,
school. Hold on,
like a tip hop?
hold on. Give me give me 5 new school first.
Okay, we got Lily Lou,
Oh my god,
I don't know
Connie
that.
Perrion,
Nope.
You're a gooner.
Gia Durza, who else? That's at 3.
That's 3. You got 2 more.
We got Queen Rogue. That's another modern one. Queen.
Oh, Queen Rogue.
I was speaking to
I have
Peppermint.
genuinely
Queen
never
Rogue
heard of these
sounds
people.
like an X-Men. What the fuck is this?
And we got like Alexis Blair.
I'm not
Alexis
exaggerating. I've never heard any of those names in my
No,
life.
I don't like. So okay, now old school. Give me some old school.
Oh, we got like Alexis Texas. We got Ryan Connors. We got
Do you say
Gianna Michael.
Ryan Connors?
Yeah, Ryan
That
Connors.
sounds like a fucking. That sounds like Conor McGregor's like
Yeah, I know.
nephew or
It's
something.
like Ryan Johnson and Conor McGregor.
So
in
is
a
he some
fusion
Irish
dick.
dude that just fucks good? Is that
No,
I'm gonna give it to you
it's
straight.
it's a lady. I don't know many male porn stars. I'm
Oh,
being
her
honest.
name's Ryan.
I didn't know
Ryan,
James
yeah.
Dean and
Johnny Sins,
and
the
the fucking
goat.
I
ugly
know-
one that was on all those reality shows. Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy, who's like in jail for doing some horrible
I
shit.
thought he was dead.
No, he's in jail. He's in prison for like raping a bunch of women.
Oh, so he's just ostensibly dead.
yeah.
Right.
Damn near.
Yeah,
damn
he
near.
apparently on a lot of the sets and with those women, he did a lot of horrible shit.
He swung them out the window.
He fucked them in their fucking post-fuck body threw out the window.
Thanks for the blowjob. Grabs you by your head, tosses you through a window.
Fucking Dragon Ball Dragon throws him out a fucking window.
All right, so
You said Alexis, Texas, Ryan
Ryan Connors.
Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson.
There's Jinx Maze.
That's
I've
crazy.
heard that.
I
Shyla
Shyla Styles, obviously another fucking. You don't know who Shyla Styles is?
No.
I don't
That's
know
a
that
classic. Really? That's a classic. And then
I know Jenna Jameson. That was a porn star,
Jenna
right?
Jameson. Yeah.
Yeah, so I know that
You got
one.
the classic Pinky from back in the day.
I don't know Pinky.
You know who Pinky is?
What the
I know
fuck is
Pinky was
that?
up next Friday.
She was like the famous black porn
You
star
mean
with
like
a big butt.
from the brain? Piggy in the brain?
He's
Clearly
watching
not.
Pinky. Fuck, he's...
Clearly not.
Oh my God.
Jay's brain. I don't know if it'll fit there.
I know less than I thought I did, but I
Shut
definitely
up
know
and
quite
take
a
it.
few more porn stars than I'm proud to admit.
can't-
Squirt on my asshole, brain.
Can you do fucking...
No!
oh my God, what's his name? The one that they're doing the parody of his voice?
Oh, what do you mean? Orson Welles.
Orson Welles,
I can't
thank you.
do that.
I can't
That's
do
so
it.
hard.
Orson, I can't do it.
He's
Orson Welles.
a really difficult. You have to have like a very specific profile to be able to do that
The
voice.
thing is that he himself is a particular voiced human. So
Yeah.
like to be able to
100%.
even mask his voice is insane. Because he had people thinking War of the Worlds is real. What's a fucking retard?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Bunch of dickheads, bro.
I want that
That
type
is
of
so
notoriety.
cool. It's so sad that that's gone now. You
Yeah,
know? Like that level of naivete, but like in like there's like a wholesomeness to that. I think
a little bit, yeah.
you know.
A little bit.
Like, it's wholesomeness and also like these guys are fucking chimps.
Yeah, but like I don't know. It's humbling. I think because
All
I
right,
think
we'll
it's too
never have that
often
again.
now.
Shut up. 5 porn stars.
All right, go 5. Give me 5.
Riley Reid.
Riley Reid. I know that
Jasmine Webb.
one.
Okay, I know
Lexi Bell, I think, was one
Lexi-
that I remember.
Bell.
I don't think I know that one.
Give me 2 more, nigga. Give me 2 more.
Jinx Maze, I know. And Cytheria, really. Like, I'm really.
I mean, it counts. It counts.
That's really like I'm tapped out at that point.
Yeah.
I really don't. I never committed people to memory.
For old school, I have There's like Flower Tushy.
You know so many. It's really crazy.
I think I literally like women wise. That's all I know. I think actually.
Dude, I'm saying like if I had the amount of porn to get myself out of goonery was a hard feat, and I wasn't even on what is available now.
Yeah.
I would be gone. I would be if I was 15, I'd be like, like in the moments where Eddie's face.
You're not wearing a shirt right now.
This is cum that I fucking pasteurized and turned into material.
Pasteurized cum.
The idea, when Venom's face reveals, and it's like a person, I'd be like, help, and then it would seal back. But it'd be cum.
That's so much cum, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just don't know many because I was more of an amateur. Like I liked clips of real women, like they're what would you call them? Exhibition. Women that are.
I was watching too much gay porn too, so I knew like
you don't know any male porn stars.
I don't know any gay male porn stars.
You didn't want to know the name because then it would be too gay.
Exactly. Like this is gay, man. Oh, this popped up. Wow.
Why are we talking?
That's what happened. Wings of Redemption just said that on that. I caught that on the Lolcow podcast.
What did he say?
Where it was actually trending on they mentioned it on Lolcow, but he was trending on Twitter, Wings of Redemption. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would anybody even talk about this guy? So he revealed that one of his pages, like on Google or something, was like the 5th page, and it was like I think like a black trans porn or something, woman porn, and then they're like, the fuck? How'd you get there? And he was like, I don't even remember. He says he doesn't even remember. So I was like, apparently he was in such a goon state.
I've fallen down a rabbit hole before.
He fell down a rabbit hole that somehow it it got over to trans porn.
You've never fallen down a rabbit hole? I've fallen down.
I don't think that's possible algorithmically.
I've never because you start clicking and then you
see a thumbnail, you just see skin. You're like, I guess
you see skin.
Like, oh, that skin looks nice, and there's 2 dudes, and you're like, I'm already here.
One time one time I just saw a thumbnail, and if you hover on a thumbnail, it shows stuff playing. Yeah. And then I remember me and JoJo were just because we're like, is that like we couldn't tell. I was like, is that like a lady boner? Like it was like you couldn't. Oh hell! I didn't. If you click on it, like it's gonna ruin your algorithmic shit. And I'm like, I don't normally go on that stuff.
Yeah, I always click.
You just click and you know
what's crazy?
It's probably true. Wings just clicks everything, and he got there.
Until you gave me that quiz, I really thought I knew more than I did. Actually.
Yeah, I know more old school.
I know, like say, Jim.
I've been thinking for a while, and genuinely, I'm tapped.
I know the one because I burned it into my memory. I think I mentioned it on the show. Fuck, I already forgot. It's something Leone, Cecilia Leone or something.
I guess it was like Sasha Grey too, but and like those people who have like transitioned into like
Sasha
doing
Grey?
normal stuff.
Sasha Grey.
Sasha Grey was a streamer now.
Was a porn person?
Yeah. Yes.
She was a
porn. Oh, I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm thinking of like Skylar Grey.
She was already out. She was already on like her way out.
Oh,
by the time
that
we
fucking
were like kids.
No, she was not.
Really? I thought she became like.
She might have been retired from the industry, but she wasn't doing anything.
Who's
different.
the Middle Eastern one?
Mia Khalifa.
Mia Khalifa.
But those
one.
are people who have like kind of. Those are people most people are aware
really
of just through.
There's Lana Rhodes.
I know a guy.
Her, yeah.
I know Lena the Plug because of the Anna 22 thing.
Yeah,
that whole thing.
It's so, yeah. These are people that like I'm familiar with because of like Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily because
I know a porn guy. I remember one. He was the famous. He was like basically who? Oh my god, I forgot this guy's name. Who's the guy that's been doing all the voice acting? Troy Baker?
Yeah.
He was basically like Troy Baker of porn. Peter North was his name.
Oh, I don't know.
Peter North was like, I guess, known for having incredible cum shots. And so
imagine being able to like reliably do that.
If I had amazing ropes, I probably would do like
amazing ropes.
I would have been on a
Spider-Man and his amazing ropes.
I would have been in OnlyFans like forever ago.
Yeah,
because me it's about PSI. I want forceful shots.
Well, I know how to force it. I figured it out.
Anyway, so those are the people we would elect.
Those are the people. Those are the people.
I don't know how
we porn stars.
Yeah,
we would elect porn stars.
I want shooters, bro. I want a dent medal. I want somebody to get in their car for running from me. I'm like, you think that's enough? And I'm shooting through their car door.
Dick metal, you would kill them.
So what?
Yeah, so what? Imagine going to prison for fucking cum shotting on someone. You a money shot and you kill them.
Bruise the fuck out of their eyes. Shit's fucking welted.
And now all these prison guys that want to kill themselves are lining up to you.
And I'm like, I'll be your sweet death. I'll be your sweet release.
Hey, man, I can't take it anymore because you fucking busted my face and ended all. I'm come a little low, man. I already did 6 other people a day.
You, boy, don't worry.
I'll pencil you in 10:30 a.m. tomorrow.
I'll save you, brother. I'll save you.
It's crazy.
Oh, man. All right. Snapple owns you who wrote in. He says, hello, small, medium, and XL. Do you have any horror stories of meeting celebrities / other influencers? Personally, my worst story was when I met George Lucas.
How'd that go?
I'm not reading the rest of this. Because I met George Lucas. When I met George Lucas and he molested me as an adult because it rhymed. Whatever that means. Cheers.
Oh, he said it's stupid.
Dumb.
Okay.
Stupid.
You dumb.
I haven't met any famous people, if I'm being honest.
Like ultra, A.
It's weird.
Tier.
The thing that's weird about
A-list?
this
Wait, how do you say it?
question
A-list?
is that the people that we meet that would be considered like celebrities or like influencers are not so removed from us that it doesn't really feel like meeting influencers. You know what I mean? It just sort of feels like meeting other people normally. You know, I don't know. I can't remember the last time that I was like, I don't have any bad experiences. I will say that. I don't have any necessary. Well, I do, but I do, but it's not like a celebrity or like an influencer that I was like excited to meet or anything. It was just somebody that I happened to meet at like a VidCon. I think you know who it is. Where I think we actually talked about it on the show, but we shared the Airbnb with this person.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the understudy?
Maybe. I think we've talked about it on the show before.
I'm pretty sure we
I don't
did.
necessarily have an interest of like necessarily like reopening or
Bringing it
reigniting
back
anything.
up. Yeah.
But like, yeah, that was probably the worst of it.
I have one. Oh my God, I forgot.
Oh, all right.
Deborah Wilson. And I probably talked about this.
Oh, yeah.
So
wait,
for people
repeat,
that are, there
are new people here for sure.
2014 WonderCon. I used to go like all the cons before I moved and got sad. Got lazy. Got sad and lazy. Anyway, I was like, oh shit, Deborah Wilson. She's just walking around, just lounging. And I was like, that's fucking awesome. So I was like, hey, Deborah Wilson, like big fan. Can I get a picture? She's like, oh, of course. And then she started saying all this weird, like, mystic shit to me and touching me that I don't want to be touched. She's fucking, like, putting her hand on... Like, my friend has a picture of it. I will post a picture of it.
I would have cracked.
Where, like, she's putting her hand on my chest, like, really, and I'm, like, looking, like... You could see me kind of staring through nothing. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? She took the picture and, like, smushed her head against my face in a way... I'm like, I think this chick wants to fuck the shit out of me. Like, it was that type of energy.
Right.
And I'm like, maybe she's like that with everybody. And maybe, to be honest, you probably shouldn't be like that because it was so invasive in a way that I'm like,
right.
I didn't want that at all. I was like, I just wanted some nice pictures with Deborah Wilson because I fucking really enjoy her work. So that was kind of like, it's cool that I have a story to tell. But at the same time, I was like,
you feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, a little because imagine. First of all, imagine if a man did that to me, other than like say a handsome Henry Cavill, I'd be like, oh damn, but like imagine if like Phil Lamar was there. Phil Lamar was like starting to like, I'd be like, yo, what are you doing?
Trying to reach in your pants aggressively.
He starts tickling your balls. He starts like flicking them in
like,
perpetuity.
He stretches your balls up and around your head.
That's really impressive. I don't know how he did this.
And then breaks your nose through your testicles.
Have you guys ever stretched your balls? Just arbitrarily, randomly.
Like for no reason?
As far as you can see how long you can stretch your balls.
You mean like the sack?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I've like flattened it out just to like... No, I've
definitely tried to see the elasticity of my balls before.
I'm sure I have because my mom told me this a few years ago that I had surgery on my sack.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess I mentioned this on the show too, that I didn't know why there was like a weird kind of scar thing. I had no idea. I'm like, why the fuck is the right side of my, and it has like this like little pattern on it that I'm like, what the fuck is this?
The honeycomb pattern.
So
the idea of switching your ball sack out this far.
If you can get that far, dude, there's people that have you seen people? I forgot what they're called. They do like that suspension stuff. Like they hook themselves.
With that, man.
Those people like hook it to their like nuts or their taint or whatever, and they
hate
pull
those.
stuff.
I hate people.
The worst shit I've ever seen. I stayed when I went on tour with the band. We stayed at a guy's loft. Like he had like an industrial loft house thing. And then for some reason, this is what I do in the off time. He started showing like these slides. I'm like, dude, we're gonna get killed. Like we're gonna get murdered. He was a nice guy.
He was a fine dude. He
was a really nice guy.
He was an exhibitionist. That's it. You know?
Yeah, totally. Huge.
I would have fucked Deborah Wilson 100%. You could not throw that energy at young me because I would have definitely fucked her and been like, because I'm about the clout. I'm there to do it for the fucking clout.
In the different setting, I would, if it was like, say, we're on a rooftop, it was late at night, we're getting drinks, and hey, Deborah Wilson, and she's like going, I'm gonna go with this. We were in the middle of a fucking con with a bunch of people. Because there's a bunch of people that also noticed that Deborah Wilson's there. And it's a totally wrong setting.
I'm like, hey,
and
dude,
I'm also,
give me a sec.
I'm wearing a stupid fucking Batman shirt with a Batman half Joker shirt and fucking the Black Ranger hoodie. Like the Power Ranger? I'm wearing a hoodie that's the Black Power Ranger. I look fucking stupid.
You look like a fucking 9-year-old.
Stupid. Yes. I look like a fucking child.
You had a little helicopter hat on.
Woo!
Oh my God.
I had a backpack with pins all over it. I look stupid.
I would love to go on a date with somebody with a propeller hat. Oh my God.
I talk about those things.
My fucking dream.
I don't know why I won't buy one. I talk about them so much often.
This is morbid, but I want to see somebody be like, all right, I gotta go and jump off a place with a helicopter hat. And like spin it and jump off and die.
That'd be great.
That's the way to go.
That's a great exit.
That is so funny, but also extremely sad.
So nonchalantly.
Because anyone that would do that, you know they're not all there.
Well, you know what's sad about Well, you know the saddest thing about that is the people who are most likely to do that are people who would be wearing helicopter hats.
Exactly. It's sad. It's comedy that ropes back into sadness that ropes back into comedy.
I do love that was just kind of like the unofficial retard hat.
I love it so much.
Like for a while. Like that was just kind of like, this is the hat the retards wear.
This is a silly hat for a silly guy.
I'm buying one when I get home. I've been... It was the same thing with me and my boys would always talk about having top hats and monocles, and we would never buy them.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
We've definitely talked about that.
We've definitely
press the fucking button on Amazon. Well, I don't know why I won't do it.
It's so stupid when I think about the things that I have bought with no thought whatsoever, and then the things that I think really hard about. It's like, oh yeah, let me buy this fucking thing that I really don't. Let me get this CD burner so I can like burn PS1 ROMs onto disc so I can play it. And then it's still sitting in the box. I have not plugged it into my computer at all. But then this thing that I've wanted for years, I'll look at it and be like, do I need it?
Yeah.
Like,
no, just hit the X window, like just close out.
I'll keep it in my cart. I'll keep it in my cart, but like,
my cart is stupid. There's a list of the dumbest bullshit.
A top hat, a monocle, a gun, an electric bike.
You can't Amazon a gun, right?
Well, it was a prop gun because I used to have
I'm gonna see if I can get a gun.
Probably
I used
a prop gun.
I used to have a couple of really good prop guns. I had like a revolver and I had the normal like Glock handgun that I loved using in videos.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I should get one because I couldn't fly with them.
Oh right, obviously.
Or maybe I could, but I just didn't want to. I didn't want
to deal with that.
I didn't want to deal with the prospect of them seeing something.
No way.
You know,
I wouldn't. No way.
So I was like, okay, that's home. I'll just get a new one for here. But then I just like, I don't know. Maybe I could just like put it in the trunk of my car when I ship my car. Like I don't know if I don't know. Do I need to buy a gun? A fake gun?
Why don't you get a real gun?
Why
don't you buy a real gun and then don't we put like bullets in it and then use it for like a prop?
I don't.
Yeah, real guns are really expensive.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about buying a gun for a while. It's one I want to.
What kind of gun?
You should not because Lily will kill you.
I just think they're not. I'd rather just buy a shotgun.
I want a gun. I want a pistol.
Why?
No, the aesthetic.
I kind of get it.
Wait. So the aesthetic, like, where would you use it?
I don't know, on like civilian.
I don't know. One day you just nonchalant just start shooting people.
I want to get a
Well, Kingston's no longer on the Snark tank. You won't believe this. You won't believe why.
Well, you know that gun he was talking about, right? He actually used it in a crowded Walmart. And let's just say Kingston's not around anymore.
He
didn't die. He got away somehow.
That is such a sad place for a shooting to happen.
Yeah, why
Black Friday?
No, just a Walmart in general. There's
Damn.
something so tragic about that.
To me, it almost feels like, well, a righteous calling.
I feel bad for those people, man. Like, it makes me so sad.
Did you just hear what the fuck he said?
Yeah, I tried to move on.
You know, they're the bottom of the barrel.
Dude, it's crazy.
This motherfucker talked about what I just said. He's crying. I can't fucking stand, guys. I can't do this right now.
I shop at Walmart. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm allowed to say this. I shop at Walmart.
We're part of it.
Who doesn't shop at Walmart?
There's a lot of people that feel they're above Walmart.
That's great.
I feel like I'm above it.
They'll go to Target.
I feel like I'm above Walmart, but I will still shop there. Like I won't buy my fucking meat there. Like ew.
It's like you feel like it's like
I'm not like my meat.
it's
there.
like you're above homeless people, but you wouldn't not fuck them if they asked you on the bus.
That's a good point.
If they don't reek and they don't look completely disheveled.
No, they gotta reek.
They gotta reek.
They gotta reek.
Yeah, I went to the library. The library that's not that far from downtown.
For what purpose?
So JoJo wants to be brave and take public transportation to go to work. And
how far does she live from?
Not that far. Not that far. Just a couple miles.
Thanks for swishing that water around.
Yeah,
behind the microphone.
Appreciate that.
Which is really great.
So yeah, we had to go. You can get this like card that can be refilled. You just get the card from from the library. And when I went in there, I was scared to like go in too deep because it was 98% homeless people, just all sitting in there. One guy completely passed out, sleeping at the computer. One homeless guy, shirtless, looking dirty, but I didn't smell anything, jamming out to something. He's got like these shitty fucking old school headphones, and he's fucking down. I was like, what the hell is happening?
It's tragic, man.
It was pretty, but I was like, JoJo was like, you know, the bums in my city or where her country, they're too stupid to figure out to go to a public library. So he's like, these guys are actually pretty smart.
It's smart, yeah.
I was
it's smart to go to a public library.
Yeah.
So sad, man.
Yeah, but at least they have somewhere to go. Fuck.
That's true.
There was one guy where, you know, this guy was a white man, but his feet were black. Like it looked like he was walking in tar.
Maybe he was just mixed.
What makes me so sad is that like
the blank thing from here, the blank screen from here.
Makes me so sad because it's like those people like why haven't we just got rid of them yet?
So I'm
oh
saying,
my God,
you get your Glock 19.
God damn it!
Call the herd.
Cusco wrote
explosive bullets.
Explosive payload.
That's not culling, man. That's just
it's still culling. What do you mean?
It is, but damn, you don't think
it's culling with enthusiasm. That's
culling with an exclamation point. Is what
there you go. There you go.
Cusco wrote in. He says, "First time question asker.
What's up, fool?
What's up, man? What's up, Cusco? Emperor Cusco.
Hey.
With people recently trying to cancel everyone remotely associated to Shadman as a pedophile, do you think in the near future the word could lose all meaning like racist or Nazi? Also, extra ammo idea, B-movie 2. That's actually a great idea.
B-movie. I've never seen the first one.
You don't have to.
I guess I just need to know what the plot is, I guess.
No,
I like that idea.
I don't even need to know that. B-movie 2. Oh, I'm a B again.
It's me, I'm a B.
I'm a B.
I'm fucking gay and I'm a B.
I have so many ideas for that movie, but I'm not going to talk about them right now.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I love that idea.
It's going to be being filled.
We're just going to buzz into the microphone for 40 minutes.
It should be a B movie.
That's amazing.
But it's set in freaking Israel. That'd be amazing.
All right, let's not.
What was the question?
What was the
question?
God damn it. What was the question?
I love that idea. Just
do we think that word could lose?
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, technically speaking, it kind of has.
Yeah, technically.
Because the people that we talk about generally, with the exception of, like, I think EDP, they're not technically like strictest definition pedophiles. And in fairness, there is I think it's infinitely creepier if you're hitting on 7-year-olds than 17-year-olds.
Well, obviously.
It is still creepy.
Obviously.
Prepubescent
is it is literally.
It's monstrous, literally.
You want to tear that person apart immediately.
Yeah, I think generally my opinion is if you're fucking hitting on 7-year-olds or trying to abduct 10-year-olds and stuff, you are an evil you are a monster that should be put into a coliseum and probably should be fighting to death with other people who've done similar shit.
You should,
but if you're on this weird line where it's okay, 17, that's a minor, that's too young. That's pretty morally dubious, and I'm really suspicious of that person. But there's I feel differently about them.
Of course,
you know what I mean?
It is different.
It's nuanced for sure, but it's
I'd be you're a creep. You should go away for a really long time.
We're not responsible with the way we use pedophile. Obviously, we're not. But I am completely aware that I'm being irresponsible. When I'm doing it, I'm completely cognizant of if I'm going to call somebody who's a 20-year-old or 25-year-old that's talking to a 17-year-old. Yeah, I'm completely aware that I technically shouldn't be calling them a pedophile, but
I don't think Cody Ko is a pedophile. I don't believe that that's true.
Right.
It's just very creepy and very weird and not okay as a 25-year-old to sleep with 17-year-olds. It's just avoid it. You know?
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, because so that's when you have the nuanced discussion. There it is. Yeah, we have watered it down. I'm also not. I don't feel too bad about it.
No,
that's the thing. It's it's not that. It's just whatever. Because no one is gonna. What is it
You're still a creep.
I don't even know how to spell it. Ephemophile or something.
Ephemophile. Yeah,
I don't even know if that starts with an A or an E.
It's not even fun. It's not fun to say pedophile. Quite frankly,
it's not. And I know I don't know how to spell that, and that's the problem. I don't know that actual
I think
word.
It's
Am I even pronouncing it correctly?
No, wait.
Let's look it up.
It can't be EEFEE.
Ephemophile. I had no idea what I said. It put in fibophile.
That's why even Google doesn't know.
Ephemophile. I don't know how to.
I think it's EPHEB whatever the fuck.
Let's see.
EPHEB file. I guess
it has no idea what I'm trying to spell.
But there's a comedian who has a great bit about that, where it's I think the reason we don't get into that discussion is because every time you try
ephebophilia.
There's a comedian who has a great bit about it, where he talks about I think the reason we don't have that conversation about that distinction too often is because trying to explain that distinction makes you sound like a pedophile.
It does make you sound like you're a fucking
totally
creeper.
True. It's totally accurate.
That's why nobody uses that, because they're wait a minute.
It's not technically the same. But I think anybody with a rational brain understands the difference. There is a difference,
right? It's the same. You ever if you've ever ran into anybody that knows the age of consents of all of the states,
sketchy.
You're
that's
why
crazy.
do you know that?
That's wild.
Sketchery.
I found out through a meme on Facebook. There was a Facebook meme, and it was some guy. It was it was basically making that joke. And there was some guy that called him Uncle Marv, and he had glasses and a mustache, and he's like, "Know your age of consent or whatever," and it showed a map. And me,
that's insane.
Up to that point, I'm already an adult. I'm probably 20 or 21.
Yeah.
I'm wait, it's not all 18? It literally blew my mind. I had no idea.
For me, the funniest thing is some guys we should go on a trip, man. Yeah, we should go on a trip. We should go to the Philippines. Yeah, dude, age consent there's 12. And it's
nobody said that.
That is...
Did somebody say that?
Somebody said that to you?
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh, okay. I was scared. Who said that? I'm getting cold.
Holy hell. I'm getting colder as I sit here.
Hey, let's go to the Philippines.
That is fucking
we should go on a
crazy.
vacation. Yeah, where do you want to go? I don't know. Let's try the Philippines, man.
That did annoy me when I found out that Mexico and Japan had really young ages.
Yeah, it's 14 over there,
something
right?
like that. They just raised it by a year or something. It used to be lower.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Now it's 12 compared to...
And I was
crazy.
That shit blew my mind, just learning all of this stuff and how, say, when people talk about, you said, Sneako saying that, it's all arbitrary. And I'm you're right, but we all understand, even people... I guess I remember hearing, maybe I could be wrong in this, but I remember hearing there was I think it was Colossal's Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He's the age of consent in England is 16, but we still all understand that you probably shouldn't do it because, it was morally still great, even though it's still in school, not illegal.
Well, they can drink when they're 16
They can drink when
they're
16, so it's different. There's a different vibe. I understand that, but there's also people that understand that if you're much older, even though it's legal, it's still people are still going to call you a nonce or
You're gonna be weird.
nonce.
People are gonna treat you weird because I mean, quite frankly, you're being weird.
Yeah,
you're being a little weird.
That's what he said. So I'll just kind of take it as word for him since
For
it's
me,
British.
for
I
me,
believe that.
For me, the idea is so strange in general. Just like, dude, like the idea of like, yeah, I'm 18. I turned 18 a week ago. It's like that's still ill for me.
Yeah, the thing.
That's still ill
Here's
for
the
me,
thing.
you
Here's the
know?
thing. It shouldn't be of a concern to you if you are 25 or like you shouldn't be even thinking about this because you're really like for me personally, it's just like there's a line where it's like if you can't drink, I'm not.
That's the smartest thing.
I'm like what
That's
the fuck are we?
great rule.
I can't take you to a bar.
That's a great
For
rule.
me,
It's
for
21.
me, the
21 's
idea is
great.
that if I can't talk to you about shows that are on TV when I was my age and you were like when I was around, I can't. That's
not really a worthwhile thing now because nostalgia has kept everything in a perpetual
Yeah,
for
state.
it's
sure.
not
That's
like
true,
it's
but,
like we're 6 years apart about, and we've all seen the same thing.
Oh, for sure.
Same
Right?
same deal with the
But my nieces and nephews watched like I remember they were talking about like Dexter's Lab and shit. It's like that was way before you.
Oh,
Like,
for
I
sure.
feel
But
like
like
they shouldn't
the idea
know,
of
but
this,
they
right?
do,
Like
huh?
the idea is like if I'm well out of high school before you're a senior, that's weird, dude.
yeah,
That's weird.
you know
like shit like
Well,
that.
I
like
remember
these
specifically
small things, like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. The thing for me that I always had a weird feeling about it because like I was 17 in college. And so like I remember that kind of like made me feel like I was like I don't know what I feel weird here because I don't quite know how I'm supposed to act or how people are like but in New York I think the age of consent is 17 specifically.
Is it?
I think I had to know that specifically because I was dating somebody who was a year older than me and I wanted to make sure that it was
that it was fine.
But
I had no idea.
yeah.
Oh.
So
It's 17.
I thought it was. Okay, hold on.
which again to me sounds
look it up.
fair because for my life I was in college at 17.
Oh yeah.
So like
dude.
that to me like makes sense.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like
I was
no shot am
Spiritually,
I
you were
talking
18.
to a 17-year-old.
imagine like this. Like imagine flirting with your 17-year-old
dude,
self.
Oh
what
my
the hell is
God.
this?
Exactly.
Yo, this is crazy. So if you put an age of consent in, and then like now all the autocompletes.
You're on a list by the way now.
So the first, so look at, can you imagine? So the first one's California. It makes sense because we're in California.
Right.
But then it goes to like all the weird shit like Japan, Mexico, Philippines. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, why are these people looking this shit up,
Because
bro?
look, I feel like a good portion of them can't believe it. They're like, there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
way.
Okay, that's smart.
There's
That's
no
smart.
way that's
smart.
true.
That's smart.
But then there's some of them that are like,
The ones that are trying to,
well, I
actually
got
go-
a vacation coming up.
It was the same way with my
That's so
one of my
crazy.
homies went to
crabs.
I've got a vacation coming up in the Philippines.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Have fun, crabs. I'll be back for the formula. He
Yeah.
leaves.
The idea
Oh,
of plankton
there-
going to the Philippines
There you
to
go.
fuck underage is crazy.
Yeah. So, This was
I was at the map.
yeah. So most of the Midwest is 16 and 17. I'd say most of the country, really. And then you have New York is 17. I'm
Thailand.
actually shocked, honestly, because I remember I visited Florida a lot as a kid, and so Florida has like I hate Florida, but it has like a lot of it's awful. I was surprised doing that. Florida was 18 because of how backward so many people are there.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah.
It is weird that they would have it. The thing that's really annoying to me about it is just like our idea of what age people need to be to do certain things is so fucking weird and really inconsistent in the United
Yeah,
States.
totally.
Like I hate that like we're adults at 18, but we can't drink till 21.
Stupid.
Like the age of consent is 17. it's like a very it's
what
weird.
is this
It's like
shit?
what, can we just have like a fucking
One
blanket?
bracket.
Like we should have one bracket.
If it's 21, turn it all. Everything goes to 21.
yeah, everything goes
simple.
to, I think it should be 8. I think 18's fine.
18's fine.
18
I'm
seems
just
reasonable to me.
Then make that you drink at 18 as well.
Right, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
okay,
Like
yeah,
if you
totally,
if
totally.
you have to if you go to dude, if you can go die in the military
1,000%.
for your country, but you can't drink, that's fucking
1,000%.
insane. It makes
That's how
no
I've
sense
always
to me.
felt. 100%.
Thailand.
Thailand's looking quite nice.
Lady boys ahoy.
That's my friend. As soon as he was like booked, he said he would. We just never.
In the dark, it's all the same, crabs.
say it's.
I'll act like hers is mine and
Right?
mine is hers.
You can't tell the
I'm
difference.
small, crabs. I can crawl
Ass
up
is
any
ass,
hole.
crabs.
butt is butt, Mr. Krabs, and there's no buts about it.
What happens if her nuts slaps your...
What happens if me nuts
slap her nuts?
Well, that's just a high five where I'm from.
That's just a ball five. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You just ignore it.
Just ignore it and keep pounding, Krabs. Keep pounding away.
It's a terrible Plankton impressions, by the way. We cannot do this. This is a voice we cannot do. Like none of us are close.
In a cosmic sort of way, yeah.
In a cosmic sort of way, yeah. I think that's the only. That is the only. I think that's the closest I can get is that one line.
Isn't that considered gay?
Oh,
in a cosmic sort of way, yeah.
In a cosmic sort of gay, yeah.
The idea of Plankton genuinely preferring ladyboys. Thai ladyboys.
I bet that computer's a ladyboy.
Oh, Karen?
Is that her name, Karen?
Never mind. We gotta move forward.
The computer has a dick.
Well, whip it out. Whip out that mechanical meat.
My brain went to such a racist place. We gotta go. We gotta move on.
Plankton, why are you putting a penis on me?
It's called exhibition.
Because I like it.
Gears ex-warrior wrote in.
For him.
So in conclusion, yeah, I think we are irresponsible with that word, but whatever.
100%. Yeah.
I don't care. I guess for me, I get, honestly, to be honest, I think a lot of it is just because I know I have never been in this situation. So like, I just am very careless.
Right.
Because I just like, I've just never been in a situation where I would ever be, you know, at the forefront of something related to it. So I could give a fuck. Gears ex-warrior wrote in, he says, question for Chris. This is for all of us, I guess. There's no real reason why this should be just for me. It says, have you seen the new Joker movie trailer? If you have, what do you think of your queen Lady Gaga playing the role of Harley? Whatever. I'm down. I like Lady Gaga a lot in pretty much most of the things I haven't seen everything she did. She did that one movie where was it the Gucci movie or something? I didn't see that one because I just don't care. Yeah. But I like her in most things. I think she'll do an interesting job. I just think for me, Joker is. I didn't want a sequel to Joker because I liked that it was a standalone movie. Yeah, and I liked I specifically liked that approach that DC was doing. Like I loved that there was the Batman and that was it. Like I didn't want more of that, and I didn't want more Joker. But if we are getting more of it, I do like the fact that they're doing weird shit with it as opposed to now he's fucking, fighting Batman. And it's like, all right, well, that would be blame.
I want what you call to beat him. I want Carl Pattinson's Batman to beat him to death.
That would never.
I want it to be funny at first.
You want to put them in the same universe?
He's terrible.
I just want to see Robert Pattinson's Batman beat Joaquin Phoenix to death.
That would be
that's it. Just that
would be putting Gumby in The Godfather or something. I just they don't belong together at all.
Yeah, but I still would like to see someone person get beat to death. I like the Joker getting hurt. I don't know, it makes my day better. But I
don't know, that Joker is just too frail. I don't want to see him get beat.
That's why it's funny.
He's not a mastermind at all. He's just he is
a sick man.
What I like about that movie is that it really is a pretty good interpretation of what a character like that would be, which is very ineffective and only successful by accident. Yeah. And not even succeeding by himself. It's just he started at the end of that movie, he starts this crazy riot or whatever, and people are inspired by him. People probably would be, but he's still in prison. He didn't he didn't find some crazy way out. I'm curious how they're gonna explain why he's out after shooting fucking Johnny Carson on the fucking Tonight Show. Basically,
yeah.
Insane.
They're getting beaten. Batman's like, "Where is he?" And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." He's fucking hitting him again, and he's like, "Where is he?" He tries to take out a gun. He's like, he tries to dig in his pocket to help him, but a gun falls out of his pocket, and he's like, "Are you gonna shoot me?" Yeah. And he starts stomping on his head till his head is flat. He runs up the wall, does a backflip, stomps on him again. And he's so tiny and frail, and he's bleeding. He's like, and he's still stopping.
But he's still alive. His head is flat.
It sounds like a waterfall. So he's sort of talk.
I haven't killed him yet. He's still making noises.
I haven't killed him yet. He's up until he stops. I haven't killed him, and then he dies right then. It wasn't me. Whoops. It was internal injuries that killed him. It was the fact that his lung was pierced by his fucking spinal cord. Yeah. I didn't kill him.
The EMTs failed him. They didn't get here quick enough. I didn't do that. It's fucking
the fucking accelerated thing and you fly.
Okay, so
this was bombs on another criminal.
So this is an interesting write-in actually that I wanted to get to because I think I knew this subconsciously, but I kind of forgot. But somebody wrote in, Martian Manfucker wrote in. He
Nice.
Says, hey, boys, just a little fun fact because you talked about lemmings in a previous episode. Disney actually did push them off the edge for that documentary so they could sell the story that they just killed themselves. So basically, Disney killed a bunch of lemmings for profit. So yeah, like I thought that, I feel like I might have known that, but I wasn't sure. Or like maybe like I thought that was like an urban legend or something. But I think that is true. That lemmings don't do that.
That's crazy.
What do you mean, so what?
So what?
They're rodents. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, well.
You're mean.
They have babies so quickly, like it's unfortunate. Sorry, my apologies.
I'm gonna fucking
May they rest in peace, I guess, whatever. They're fucking bugs.
I'm gonna get you a real wow, what is that question? Holy fuck. It is the first chapter in a book.
That is a crazy.
To be fair, it's like a page, but it's still fucking
that's long.
Ridiculous. What's the gist of it? I see something 20%? What?
I don't know.
20, sorry. Quite a few of us are. And then I'm just trying to skip around. Utter a word at this tremendous display.
Let me just read this. This is a long question, but like we're addressing it. So like you drew attention to it. Sorry, Ms. Jackson wrote in. I have not pre-read this question. I don't know what the fuck this is. We have no canned responses. Not that we normally do anyway. But
I want to put some serious music under this.
Yeah.
Episode is staged, and we stage every episode of podcast. It's scripted.
Yeah, all of this is scripted. Intensely. I spend years writing. Says, hello, my sweet summer children. Bit of a late and long ride in here, but one I am truly compelled to ask. Okay. Have you ever experienced something that was so truly unexpected and out of the blue that you were totally and utterly frozen as your brain struggled to process what you were witnessing from the hilarity of the moment? And I'm not referring to something appalling or horrific per se, as I imagine witnessing 9/11 fits the bill, but rather something more mundane or purely unexpected. The reason I ask is that I've been replaying such a moment in my mind that fits this description. Several months back, I stumbled out of a club in San Francisco in a drunken stupor with my roommates and friends. After getting a nice 2 a.m. hot dog from the sweet Hispanic woman on the side of the road. Awesome food, always.
Oh, those street
always
dogs.
hits. We ordered our Ubers home. With few wits among us, we realized that we did so separately and suddenly had 4 cars coming for 6 people. Naturally, all 4 filled up with a mix of friends, acquaintances, and the errant person who nobody knew. After some time of hosting afters at our place, the crowd started to thin. And one of our close friends had the idea to order Postmates, and this is where things take a turn. The individual is rather large, as some folks tend to be. Now, me and my friends take no umbrage with being on the heavier side, as with many folks in their 20s, quite a few of us are ourselves. But the real problem comes when you indulge in what we have deemed fat behaviors, activities, and decisions. This is relevant. The delivery order was placed by one of our friends, but using my roommate's phone, as my roommate had already had our address. Crucially, he was not informed that the order was for a whopping $120 worth of pizza, breadsticks, and soda. The girl who placed the order said also had the cojones to tip an additional $25 from like your friend's phone.
Oh,
you don't do that. You don't do that.
That's wild. And only compensated my friend $80. The look on his face was well and truly as plain as can be, as he stared daggers at our oblivious friend who explained that she wanted leftovers. The kicker came an hour later when we gathered in the kitchen to delete the Dominoes. As we ate, this same individual loaded her plate with 4 slices of pizza and without any level of doubt opened her pristine Kate Spade purse and retrieved a fucking salt shaker and butter knife.
No!
That is crazy.
No!
She carefully applied the salt to the slices and spread it around with the knife? Totally oblivious that the entire room was watching in silence and awe. Nobody was able to utter a word at this tremendous display of gluttony, and we never grilled the poor bastard for it, as she was so cheerful and undeterred. But the egregious display of the aforementioned fat behavior has yet to leave my mind. There is a second part of the story that I'll share at another time, but it's already quite long. That is... okay.
She's fat maxing.
Yeah,
she's
hunger maxing. She's hunger maxing for sure.
Sorry, Miss Jackson never ask a question this long again.
Yeah,
never do this. Never do this.
Yeah.
But
what was the question even? I remember the story.
It's not a question. It's not a question.
Have we ever experienced something that like kind of froze you because it was so crazy?
Mundane and strange?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
to me, it was when a cock was being entered in my ass slowly.
Yeah.
Kind of
I'd imagine
frozen.
colonoscopy fits the bill in some way.
The first time I saw the first time I saw two girls kiss, I was definitely like,
oh yeah,
angry. You got mad.
You got mad.
I got mad because I got so hard and sleepy. I was like, ah.
I will say, dude, like that's so she had a salt shaker and a butter knife in her purse.
Dude, what the fuck?
That's torta behavior, bro.
That is genuinely
as a torta hunter. That's torta behavior,
that's
bro.
Fat Max, bro. That's you can't get any like. I'm sure there was butter, but it melted.
That
she's
actually
like,
made me.
She's like, I didn't think this through. I didn't think this through. The butter's melted. At least I have my salt.
It's the idea that she was spreading salt with a knife is fucking upsetting.
First of all, I've never heard of anybody adding salt to pizza.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because
pizza's already like as salty as it
and
should
fucking the toppings are like, especially if it's pepperoni, which is usually the go-to.
Too salty.
Pepperoni is very salty. It's filled with sodium. To add, thinking that you need more?
I need more salt. I have never once added salt to pizza.
Never. It's never been a thought in my
I've
fucking
added
mind.
like pepper or whatever, or like oregano.
Pepper, cheese.
I love Parmesan. I love adding a little
Love Parmesan. Love oregano.
Sure.
But
Oregano
like,
works.
Just salt?
Salt. I've never.
That's not even like, that's just wrong behavior. And I would have grilled her.
Misbehavior.
I would have grilled her.
Everything about that was crazy. Just like taking people that take the liberty in doing shit like that, like they just do things. They don't check in with you about if something's cool or not. Like, hey, is it okay if I order it? You know, anything.
Yeah.
Like
the idea of like spending money on somebody else's phone is crazy.
Yeah.
That's a wild
Especially
thing,
if
right?
you're not going to compensate immediately. Like it's one, like, look, that's just something you don't do just generally because you don't know people's situations.
Right.
You don't know if they're fucking like
You
trying
don't
to
know
like
if they're
budget
gonna overdraft or anything.
Well, yeah, you don't want to overdraft people. But even if you could assume that like if your group of friends is like well off and you can make the safe assumption that everybody's fine. The very least that you could do is like immediately pay.
Right.
You know, like, hey, listen, we're going to do this because it has your address. It's more convenient. I'm not connecting to the Wi-Fi. I'm going to buy this for everybody. I'm going to pay you immediately.
Right.
For me, the idea is I host often, right? I'm often the person that hosts. And like, when you group people come to my house, if I usually ask ahead of time, like, are we going to eat?
He's talking again.
Speaking again. So what's going on here?
All right.
Usually ask if we're gonna eat, right? And it depends on what we're getting, obviously. Right? Usually, for the most part, I usually just pay. It's like whatever. No, if people are coming over to my home, I obviously usually want to offer them food.
Yeah.
But the idea of taking someone else's card and just ordering food and then not paying them back is big dickhead energy.
It's gnarly. It's gnarly.
That's big
a
PP
massive
energy.
amount of food too. It's not even like, oh, this is going to be enough to sustain everybody. You're like, oh, let me overdo this because she wanted leftovers, which
Crazy.
is like there's so much about it that I'm like, that is too. Like, I'm sure there are people that are, unless she's just unbelievably fat, you know, like Boogie levels or something. You just don't. I don't run into that, even with like, because I have a friend that's very large. You know, he's gotten up to like fucking almost 500 pounds at some point.
God damn.
I don't know how big he is now, but it's not good. And even when we would eat with, there's never. If he was gonna fucking glutton, which I'm sure he does, it was probably in like his by himself.
Yeah, private. You know?
Privately, and not like I've never seen anybody behave like that. Where like I'm just going to. I saw a girl. I was in Arizona at one point, and I need to use the McDonald's Wi-Fi. And this girl was in McDonald's with 2 large Domino pizzas and a 2-liter Coke by herself. Like, you know, and she was a little chubby, but she wasn't like, rah, you know, but I'm like, she's going to get there because
She probably had a bad day.
2 pizzas by herself.
That's probably a tough day for
is,
her.
how many
those days,
calories
man.
is that? Like 4,000 calories plus the fucking 2
I've
liter?
I've had days where I've housed an entire pizza for sure.
Not 2 larges.
Not 2 larges. 1 large I can do.
But also bringing it to another establishment.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you're gonna bring these pizzas to McDonald's.
I have definitely eaten too much pizza before. Like the last time I was in New York, that I stayed there for a while.
Sure.
I definitely ate way too much pizza.
I kill
To the point I
myself.
didn't want pizza anymore. I was like, I'm good on pizza right now.
Yeah. You get your fill. And
I kill myself with pizza when I'm home.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have pizza. I'm not joking. Every day when I'm home, so I have to like limit like my stay. I have to be there for like a week max.
I get it. Yeah, that makes sense though. Like
Yeah.
I want like I'm a little bit. I fucking hate the 5 freeway. It sucks ass.
It's
like it's always packed. It doesn't matter what
sucks.
time it is. and I want to just go shoot down to L.A. real quick to go get the Louisiana chicken. But it's just not worth it because I'm gonna have to sit in traffic, and
you gotta go like early.
So mad.
You gotta go like early in the morning.
Hearing this conversation makes me so sad because I'm trying not to eat shit like that anymore.
Oh, right.
And it makes my heart hurt because I miss shitty.
I'm trying to not eat that way either.
I don't have regular bread anymore. I have whole grain bread now. I don't have
whole grain bread.
The whole grain ass.
I don't eat regular bacon anymore. I have turkey bacon now.
Turkey bacon's pretty good though.
It's not bad.
I feel the way that didn't you say you'd rather like not have sugar if you didn't want to have fake sugar if you just can't have the real thing?
For the protein.
That's what I feel about.
I feel you. You're right. I understand, but it's like for the protein after the day.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. Turkey. I like turkey bacon a lot. I'm
cutting out juice altogether. I'm gonna try to go 3 months without a dejuice or soda. Gonna kill me.
How often do you have soda?
I don't have soda very often. I don't drink soda anymore.
Well, what kind of juice? What are you cutting out? What do you mean?
Just juice in general. I just want to get my sugar into because my sugar for my thing is like if you know like for
you probably should have some sugar.
No, I can have sugar. Having sugar is fine, but needless sugars.
I forgot how many.
I'll get my sugar from so my thing is like 5.6, right?
I don't know.
And I know 6.5 is pre-diabetic, right?
I don't know what that means in that term.
It's the idea of this ratio, right? For like if you have too much
I'm used
sugar
to it being like 100 millisomething per deciliters. Once you cross that, you're
making up words again.
Like if you get to around 100, I forget.
I was nearing the area of pre-diabetes.
Okay, I understand what the area of pre-diabetes is.
And I was like, I'm nearing that, right?
Okay.
I don't want to be anywhere near that.
Right.
So what I'm doing is I'm cutting out aimless sugar, and I'm probably like. It's been like 3 months, and I've probably been doing good for like a month or so.
Dude, you should be
I'm probably
nowhere
much
near it.
better. I'm probably much better than I was before.
You absolutely should be.
Oh yeah, I'm probably much better than I was before. Because how I've been eating, how I've been exercising. I'm probably much better than I was before. I'm probably way lower now.
Yeah.
But in general, I'm just like gonna take a step back from that stuff.
Sure.
To just be safe, right?
Yeah.
So right now, I just like as juice, maybe flavored water.
Juice.
Sorry, no juice.
No juice.
Stop. No juice, only flavored water and stuff like that. Right now, that's what I'm doing, and it sucks.
Damn, I can't believe you, dude. That's kind of, we're trying to be like kosher on this podcast, and you're
trying to be kosher.
No Jews. I don't like them. I'm Kingston. I don't like them.
I don't like kosher meat. I don't like kosher people. What was that about?
That was what you said about the Jews.
Yeah, man.
Juice.
Oh, like the movie with Tupac. So you're trying to cut juice out of your diet. Did I almost graze? That almost.
He gets up and he's bleeding. Wait, it was a joke. It was a joke.
It's a fucking Destructo disc.
Dude, that was this close to grazing my nut.
What is your nut doing that high in your body?
No, it went so down.
Sometimes I stick it up under my shirt, over my penis.
I like the idea of the shirt where the guy's dick is under his chin. This is a big cock going through his shirt.
We've all been there. We've all been there. We've all been hard and had to tuck it under the
12
belt.
12 o'clock, man.
You know?
12 o'clock.
I've never heard it described that way.
I've learned that. I think it was Superbad. I think he called it 12 o'clock or something. I was like,
maybe, yeah.
I
remember I definitely figured that out before Superbad.
Yeah, I just mean what he called. Like,
no,
he called
the name. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I put books on my dick, bro.
Dude, that was the worst shit ever.
Books.
The worst shit ever was like the bell would ring.
Oh no, that was
and
me.
you
were just like,
nope. No, we've definitely. There is a clip of me describing this, and you called me a chimp.
Yeah, you are.
You called me a chimp because I would just rock it. And I feel like it's just au naturel is the way to go because you can't get in trouble for that. You're literally just.
You think that holds true today?
I don't know. Actually,
I feel like you could
definitely does not.
But you shouldn't though because it's literally it would be the same as women showing their nipples and getting in trouble.
Yeah, but they shouldn't.
All right, let's move on.
It's like you can't help it; it just happens.
They shouldn't.
We're gonna get the fuck
what if you're wearing gym shorts? What are you gonna do?
You fucking don't get hard.
I should lock this thread. Actually.
Oh.
Is there a way to do that?
I don't know.
Whatever.
The sheer chimpery of that is crazy.
I just think we should be body sex positive.
I think we should be.
I think body should be more, and I think the fact that women get so upset about men seeing their breasts is silly because it's a part of life.
Those guys are gay, like straight up.
At the same time, women are not equal to men. in any matter.
I have a take that I think is like technically kind of controversial. I don't know if I fully believe this, but I've been thinking about it, and it kind of makes sense to me a little bit.
Yeah,
that's like be re-implemented of like people that are bad, obviously.
I forgot what I was going to say.
He started agreeing so hard.
That actually stole my thought away from me.
Yeah, I'm a usurper.
Stupid.
What the fuck was I going to say?
I don't know. You had a.
Oh no!
You had a take, but
a dangerous one.
Oh, okay, I remember. Okay. The idea is like, okay, so we have like sex positivity and body positivity, and like people are like kind of like very unashamed of the way they feel and like sexuality and stuff. And I actually feel like on some level, I feel like we should bring shame back a little bit. Some level, I feel like we actually need to overcorrect the amount of shame that we that we have taken away.
I think we need to do a very serious effort of informing people of these things correctly. Well, so when they expose themselves, they know how to stop.
Before I forget, I feel like the thesis of this specifically is like people, I think, generally like to do things that are exciting, or people like to feel like they're, even if it's like really like little, like it's like, oh, I'm getting away with something. You know what I mean? It's like, it's why people speed. It's why all this. But now, because so many things are accepted, the bar for what people are getting excited by is getting crazier and crazier. And I just feel like we need a little bit of a reset. Back when like just kind of like, kissing outside was kind of exciting. You know what I mean?
I'm okay
now
with
it's like
that.
Now it's like I gotta go to Thailand. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I don't know.
I'm okay with that.
Shout out to Thailand, first of all.
Yeah.
But,
I don't really agree with it. I don't agree with this, but I feel it sometimes.
This is the thing with the shaming, like bring back bullying and stuff like that. Is like I don't think we should bring that shit back, but I think we need to understand that sometimes
I think everything is a tool, and we need to find the right ways to use it.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you think bullying is a tool?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
It absolutely.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
It can. I think
there are absolutely people who have been bullied into being the best version of themselves possible.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
I also think there are people who are being bullied into killing themselves. Yeah, for sure.
A lot more. I think a lot more one side than the other.
I actually don't agree.
No, not killing themselves, but definitely that's done detriment to a lot more people than it's benefited people.
Right, for sure. Yeah, I think probably, yeah.
Not killing yourself. The idea of like this year, 65,000 people are dead to bullying again. And it's like, damn.
That's crazy.
Bullying's got a wild KD, bro. It's going to catch up to Nazis sooner or later. It's crazy.
I mean, it might have surpassed it, actually.
Historically?
Yeah. I think so.
Maybe.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe not directly with suicide, but definitely detriment to life. Definitely beat the Nazis.
I mean, that's got to be in the billions, like over time.
The idea of monkeys bullying each other and they kill themselves. One monkey just drops a heavy rock on its head and kills.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is disappointing. It really is.
Boom. Crunch.
It really is disappointing how, like, monkeys and like apes and primates have really like, they've really sucked a lot of my optimism away.
How so?
Just because, like, even just the way that they act. Just like, we're not escaping this.
We act similar to them, but not exactly like them.
They're so close to us, and then they act in such evil ways, like naturally, with no sense of even like real gain.
They act eagerly, but they also act really kindly at the same time. Sometimes, where it's like, I've
never seen a monkey act. I've seen a monkey not kill.
I've
never seen a monkey be kind.
Apes. When
when was the last time you saw an ape donate to a homeless shelter?
Chris, it's not the same. The idea of that is crazy. Being like,
you haven't,
and it's
you
like
haven't.
It's like actually.
Show me a video of a real ape
lifting
in a soup kitchen
helping
serving
people.
Oh wow, that'd be crazy.
You're like, oh, never mind.
No, I wouldn't like that because that's how Planet of the Apes starts. You know, we first.
Would you kill off the apes?
I wouldn't kill, but I just wouldn't want them to start serving because then we would make them slaves, and then they would,
I would kill off the apes.
Why?
If they got too smart, I would kill them off. I'd be like, because you guys are gonna do some nefariety.
Like I don't.
One of us is gonna initiate some nefariety, and I'd rather it be us and we stay on top.
Is nefariety a word?
No.
Feels like it should be. That kind of makes sense.
It works.
Hey Siri.
I understand it etymologically speaking.
Or it might be nefariousness.
Hey Siri.
I like nefarity.
Define nefarity. There's nefarious. There's no nefarious.
You're a silly black.
That's what Siri says.
Again.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Was Siri the person
let's read the $25 and up names. and get the hell out of here.
I gotta piss really bad. I'll be back. While you're
all right, you can go.
A lot of blood. All right, 3. Let me start.
Oh, you want to start? All right.
Oh, here we go.
Sween's gonna start.
Nefarity, give me back my darity.
My darity. Oh my God. You're just gonna make a fucking a dictionary of your own.
Nefarity. How barity, darity, starity. All right. So these are the $25 and up patrons. So
Patreon.com/SnarkTank. Go over there right the fuck now.
We got cremate me, put me in a douche bottle, hire hookers, run me through one more time. We got Beast Mister killing Logan Paul at a Suicide Savannah. We got Silver Spencer. We got Twisted Sister. Come on, feel the noise. Balls, cock, and toys. I can't read, so I'm making these names up. No Kanye, don't say that the Jews are not gay. We got Ivana the Dead. Gay Shark Tank be like, we rewrote the song. Wait, Gay Snark Tank be like, we wrote this song, and it's about squirting and pussies. Damn. Well, because of the gay parodies, it'd be straight parodies.
Straight parodies, yeah.
That's crazy. We got Gently Used Anal Beat Emporium. We got Round-Eyed Asian. Maximism is a scam made by Big to sell more. Bold Brash, more like belongs in my ass. We got Phallic Ball Sween and Cuckaton, Carlton's alter ego in a phallic verse. Waves a gun in a finale of Fresh Penis with ball hair. That's such a dumbass name. Who the hell would miss Trump's fat head like that? Blair White canonically banging Alex. Wait, what? Canonically banging Ronnie Raldick? All right. RDKE. RADKE.
Oh, Ronnie Radke?
Radke, is that his name?
Yeah.
Ronnie Radke. Goku walking up to you, handing you a gun and saying, I need you to do me a favor. What the fuck could Goku be having a gun for? Like, what's about to happen? You know, I transitioned now, and all I want is dick. Jesus Christ. Rotating Miguel O'Hara's trans mass pussy in my mind. Cowboy house ripping open. Cowboy ripping open a rectum like a boss. Ah, jeez, that's horrible. Death. Shadow of the Epstein tree. Jack, the world's fastest Maori. Lando Norris, what's it called? Hatch Clan president. Fuck Lando Norris, that arrogant Nepo baby British freak. Also, and it cuts off there. Big Meaty Stinks. I listened to the podcast while having sex, and then suddenly my wife transmorgified into iced tea and said, I got news for you. Whoa. Andy, the man whose handies are now A tier, but not as dandy. Hope they get back to S tier one day, bud. We got my cum be roping. We're roping like fresh mozzarella. Stop that. We got JFK was shy and neck to destroy the Sonic True Medallion. Heave Smoker, Gids, rubbing icy hot on my fleshy, shaving nicked penis and balls. Rob and Big N-word. I met Roger Clark. He was a scumbag tee. Derek singing. She was a fast machine. What the fuck does that mean?
She shook me all night long, or he did actually.
I don't know what that means. Spooky, Sean Swift and Slimy Swing Schlong. The Epstein's List Shadman edition. Kevin Durant's feet. Iron Maiden Trooper. You fuck my ass, but I'll fuck yours too. I'll suck you off till my face is blue. We got Mr. Pants. Go suicide yourself by jacking off so long you die from dehydration. Ball of the first sin.
Jeffrey killed
An optimist sees a glass half full. A pessimist sees a glass of sees my mouth watering glass of piss. What? Piss is funny, but like drinking it's not funny. The idea of pissing yourself is mad funny though.
I actually disagree.
I think a person drinking piss concealed is funny. Like the idea of somebody like
brown bagging.
Yes.
Yeah, like the idea of somebody brown bagging.
Bagging.
You're out the corner, you're chilling with everybody. You're like, what's going on? And then for some reason the bag falls and it's just a jug of piss. And it says piss and it's pulpy.
It says piss. It says piss.
It has a custom label that's like really well done. It's got like
Hey, let me get a swig. You're like, nah, I don't think you want this.
That's the idea. The idea of somebody be like, let me get a sip of your canteen, man. I'm dying out here. It's fucking so hot. He's like, I don't think you want this, man.
Trust me.
I love the idea of somebody being caught in that situation where like, hey, let me get a swig of that. And you're like, I don't think you want this, man.
The idea of being resolute is funny though. Like him just being like, nah, you can't have this.
You can't, like, bro, trust me.
You don't want this drink. And it's like, dude, come on, man.
And then you keep drinking. Nah, bro, trust me, dude. Trust me, you don't want this.
Then he excited him and it's like, no, and he just pulls it back. And then
you see the piss sloshing everywhere. You smell it, like
it falls down. He's like licking it off the sand. No. Spumba Fudders. My most genuinely left-leaning friends called two Thai guys noodle N-words because they were mocking his girlfriend.
What? Read that again? I don't know what the...
My genuinely most left-leaning friend called two Thai guys noodle N-words because they were mocking his girlfriend.
Noodle.
That is stolen, and that's added to the bank right now. I'm using that.
That's really good.
That is... I don't know how you're very left-wing and you can fucking conjure that type of shit, man.
Oh, yeah, that's really fucking...
I can believe it.
He might be his most, but not much.
Because at a certain point, I think you're just so free. Because you genuinely don't think less of other people.
I'm just saying,
you're just free to play.
Oh, yeah, like us. We say terrible shit all the time, but we don't. We don't. You guys don't mean it.
Noodle N-words is crazy. That really is amazing.
I'm not that creative. Noodle
I've said some really fucked up things.
We've invented slurs before. Like the one that I love guavanoid for like Hispanics. I love that so much.
I just like the classics, you know? I like the classics. I
like Ookie Spooky. I think that's so funny.
Huh?
Ookie Spookies.
That's fucking crazy.
There's another one I have that I can't say because people are going to get mad.
Yeah, probably.
But like...
I just like the classics.
I know a lot of slurs. I've made up a lot of slurs. I know a lot of slurs. I'm not a great man.
Fucking melon ninjas over there.
Melon ninjas. Is that a black Asian person?
I had nothing in mind really.
I guess that's Blasian.
Yeah, I guess Blasian. Yeah, melon ninja.
Yeah, this is melon ninja over here.
That's pretty good. That's a borderline compliment though, kind of. I mean, it's not really a slur. It sounds kind of cool.
To be a melon ninja.
Look at Fruit Ninja over here.
Fruit Ninja. Oh my god.
Ninja. All right.
Damn.
We got
Fruit Ninja's awesome.
We got Jolly Old Gypshit. 2024's torch kind of looked like a giant butt plug. It actually did. Cyphergraph.
The biggest are ascending right now.
Bag maxing. The coal train runs on a whole grain baby. Woo! We got Boogie getting liar engraved on his face with cum rock hard.
With cum.
Here, take the next one.
Oh, your next page?
Yeah. I didn't push it forward, so you got to do it.
Okay.
Woo! Somebody dragging their dick along Boogie's face hard enough that it engraves liar.
Are we saying a slur?
Huh?
Is he saying a slur?
That's actually Phoenician letters.
Is that real?
Why do you know Phoenician?
I don't know. We learned it in Catholic school for some reason.
What?
You know the Phoenicians are like... They're like one group of like not the most, close to the most important group in that period of time.
I think the rationale was because they had technically the most complete and also analogous alphabet to English.
Oh.
And so like we would learn like, I don't know.
What is he saying?
It's not technically accurate.
What is he saying?
That's just my name.
Oh.
In Phoenician.
Hunter Dubois, Trump.
Some of them are not
growing back
right, I think.
an elf ear.
But most of them are.
Eli Frost, sex gone jizz into you.
Sex gonna give it to you.
Sex gone jizz into you. But then it says, but pants drop and open up my ass. It's real. So pants drop, open up my ass. It's real with your fat cock hard like stain. Wait. So it's like pants drop, open up my ass. It's real with your fat cock hard top like stainless steel. It's a little. Hard top like stainless steel. Okay, it's a little. I have to work with that, but I like it. That's actually it's not bad. Liz Asparagus, binging piss dealer, Smitchy the kid, the EMT forcibly administrating estrogen to old men. Help me, I'm stuck in a well. Nigga got a hard scope hit marker on Trump. Stupid. My ex in 2020, My ex in 2020. The only celebrities I knew she really liked were Chris D'Elia and Cody Ko.
That's awesome. Batting 1,000.
Right? She pipkin on my pippa. Coming in the name of fingering a Mexican girl counts as flicking the beaner. Wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
No way I'm hanging out with a couple of gooners. Insisting that Brown is a stand-up guy. Trill Nye, the South Side guy. Alfred. Trill. Yeah.
Trill Nye is awesome.
Alfred versus 12 horny muscular black men. No consent. What? I fall asleep to N-word compilations. I show speed. Join the IRA. Kanye jumping into the Drake Kendrick beef like somebody asked was the funniest part of it. Yeah, it's true. Transfilm Grinlin exposing people with the lactose intolerant to 90 million rotogens of ionizing radiation. Yush Craig, the Canadian, to quote Colin, I'm sad and gay. It's ya boy Shawnee D. Having Sweeney read the Garfield meme was the equivalent of the planets aligning. Salacious Sween, the Siamese man bumcomer. 3XO watching Vitruvian brow Mount Lee Harvey Lion and Fortnite dropping onto the White House. I forgot about Lee Harvey Lion.
That's so long ago.
Yeah. George Lucas using the Force to turn Trump's head because he wasn't in a convertible, so it didn't rhyme. Yeah. Namor rolling SpongeBob up, using him as a fleshlight and dumping what's left of him in the chum bucket. Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking. Motorhome going like this. Drip MH, the Lord of Homeless Drip.
These don't rhyme.
There was a dentist practicing medicine. Oh, yeah. In Circleville, Ohio for nearly 30 years named Dr. Gay Hitler. Look it up. His middle name was also, what was it? Dr. Gay Ludwig Hitler.
Really?
Yeah,
Actually?
that is true,
Yeah.
I think. Gay Ludwig Hitler.
Yeah, so.
His first name was Gay?
So, yes, first name was Gay. So, Dr. Gay Ludwig Hitler.
So does that mean the streamer Ludwig is gay, or does that mean he's Hitler? Or both?
Both.
Hmm.
Clearly.
Both or neither? Or
I'm sorry, Ludwig. No way you
Seal?
watch this.
Seal KFAR. Kiss. Oh, yeah. But did you know the men I blow makes my ass become wide and the gerbil inside can be seen?
This is Majin Seal.
Gay bear. Let me see.
I can make you from a kiss. I'm gonna drown the child in the pool later. Ooh.
Whoa. That turned into a different one.
That's not gay at all.
That's Majin Seal. He's evil.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Majin. Yeah, that's right.
The idea of
wants to
seeing
blow me.
Seal, you're like, hey, what's up, Seal? And he just shoves you under the water and you can't move. Like, you're like, you got both your feet under it, like pushing up, and you're like, I should be able to move his arm, but you're not. He's not moving at all.
You're paralyzed because he grabbed your head and squeezed the base of your back.
Oh, my God. He paralyzed.
So he's Majin. His Majin powers are crazy.
You know that? You know the bridge in the song? There's like a little flute that kind of comes in. And that's what plays every time he's murdering someone.
Plays Green Sleeves right in the middle of that song.
Yeah.
You're trying to fight off Seal.
Stupid.
You get you shotgun and you shoot him, and he falls down, and he gets up, and the fucking bugs fall off. He's like, I'm Majin Seal now.
T-1000.
I'm Majin Seal now.
All right,
You can't kill me
where
with
was
conventional
I?
weapons.
Obi, won't you blow me? Kremlin to Grinlin, that rotten old Jimmy Dick. Evil Sween says, I love the gays. Sween, please make a D&D series or something. There's only one... What? There's only one queer left. My uncle died on July 21st, 1927. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope...
Thanks for letting me know.
I hope Shepard comes back in Mass Effect 4 and is a womanizer. Yeah, me too. Wage Slave 583, Papini Bros game presents Seinfeld versus It's Always Sunny 2, New Manium of the Nightman. Donk Donkerson, Finch Shitter. Listen to Hit My Spot by Your Pretty, hands down one of the best original gay songs I've ever heard. You got to pay the trolls toll to get into the boys' hole. Gauge 6. All right, next page. We almost out here, boys.
Almost.
Do you guys think that the idea of...
No, shut up.
The
I
only
was
thing that can
considering
kill
learning
Majin
guitar.
Seal-
No, shut up. I was considering learning guitar, but then I saw John Gum performed Passion Flower, so I think I'll just kill myself and suck dick. That video is like, that's the video to piss you off. Of all videos pissing off. If you want to be pissed off by it's past the point of impressive. It's just
what video?
Kind of. So there's this fucking piece of shit, right? He's playing the song Passion Flower, and it's so impressive the way that he's playing it. Because he's doing the beat. He's doing the beats. And he's playing a song. He's also changing the tune. And he's singing. And it's one of those things where it's obnoxious. Like that's how insanely impressive it is. Yeah. I'm like, fuck this guy.
I saw that recently. Like some guy playing. He was playing guitar just with one hand on the fret, and it was somehow he was he was playing it.
Yeah.
And then he was doing all sorts of things. I'm like, I'm just gonna sell.
He was like, yeah, fuck this.
I'm gonna sell my guitars. Like, what's the point? Exactly. At this point, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm not gonna walk around with these people, just sharing the air that I breathe.
Yeah, nah, dude, you supposed to be impressed by that. Oh shit, I want to be.
Go
better.
Watch people listening to this. Go watch that video, Passion Flower, and you'll just be like, yeah, fuck this guy. Fuck this motherfucker.
You guys should all gang up and eat him.
Yeah, I will. If I
get some of his powers.
yeah. Maybe we'll get fucking. Finally, I can play the guitar.
Imagine if that's how that worked. Actually,
there'd be a lot more murderers.
Yeah,
what if that's how it actually works, and the powerful people have taught us that it's a bad thing to eat people, but they actually do it all the time to gain power. I
always feel a little bit more apish when I'm eating a gorilla.
That's why every time I eat pussy, I get a little gayer.
I love eating gorillas.
Yeah, like putting the fork and knife in the shoulder.
The CNN thing is every time you go for a woman, you become a bit more. You do transition. You saw that shit yesterday?
Every time you vote for a woman, you transition into him.
That guy sucks. That's a guy that
he'll take shit out loud, bro.
Baseball to the face. That's one of those people.
That shit's funny as hell.
You just want to see him and you just want to fucking chuck a baseball.
I want a piece of scaffolding to fall on him. You know,
one day. Yeah, that guy sucks. Every clip I see of him, he's just being a fucking dickhead. All right, here we go. PP, we're knights of the gay table.
PP,
we fuck whenever able. Our bussy screams for bustin' creams and thrustin' impeccable Monty Python. Is being an audiophile the only acceptable file to be? I guess. I don't even like that word, dude.
Yeah, I don't like that word because of the other files.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
So anyone that calls himself an audiophile, I'm like...
Yeah, cinephile, too, is the same thing, where it's like, I'm a bit of a cinephile. It's like,
don't do
just
that.
say you like movies, man.
Just say you're,
we what
like
the fuck
movies.
Is wrong with you?
I'm a movie buff. I'm a movie connoisseur.
I'm an enthusiast.
I'm a movie rapist.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you're saying. That's what I hear.
And watch movies.
I rape.
I like raping and watching films, you know?
Okay. I want to take that penis rough... I want to take that penis rough, eat her pussy while my ass is stuffed. Cream my pussy while I stretch her wide because I'm BB. Bye. Is this... I don't know. Is this...
Is that supposed to be bye?
I can't tell. I want to take that penis rough, eat her pussy while my ass is being stuffed.
Yeah, it is.
Cream my pussy while I stretch her wide because I'm bye.
Okay, all right.
That's not bad.
It would be good if you fucking just put that before, so I would understand what the fuck was happening. The only reason I knew is because of bye.
I think they like us fumbling through it, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
A bunch of figure nuggets, I swear to God.
Hey,
that's a good one. That's a good one.
I don't think, what is it? The algorithm's going to be like, nope.
This late is too late.
It's too late.
Here you got a lot of reads.
I really hate how much your fucking Scooby Doobious made me laugh. God damn it. Me be fishy. Speaking incantations to the pussy, call that a spirit box. Yeah, just Jesus, straight up Jesus. Welcome.
Finally.
Yeah, I'll carpet bomb the Gaza Strip for a quarter. John Strickland, my partner snapped the chair legs off my Chris Ray on YouTube and then proceeded to tear off my legs in self-defense. Mercs 1889, Disturbed, 10,000 dicks in my ass. That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
I mean, everybody's thought about that. If you've heard that song,
it's impossible. It's impossible not to think that.
Yeah. Well, okay, here we go. The first church of Keith David presents Hulk Hogan's cum bleached mustache at the RNC Bukkake. Goddamn.
Bleached.
Second church of Keith David featuring being better than the first church of Keith David. Pre-Roz, somebody once squirted on my mother's ashes. Blake 896, Chris trying to read like papa. just one of the gays. Just one of those gays where you, where your cock gets lubed up, every ass is fucked, every dick is sucked. Occam's razor suggests the razor of Occam is gay. Alaskan oil-filled trash.
So
Pretty good.
stupid.
Texas tater salad. Young Sheldon being thrown through 30 windows. Sue Hulk. Tickle my ass hairs. Nikki Ziggy. Gambit's cum-filled eyes. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly brave. Hugger Derek. Duck Kunk. Etherean. Brogerian punter. Nafrum. Maleficus one. I busted my hands again last week, but the doctor diss was too tempting. And last, we finally fucking made it. That's it.
The king of haphazard. I thought I was going to do the last page. I didn't even realize you had transitioned over to the second page.
I said the third one.
What'd you mean? What'd you say?
Wait, did you?
You transitioned.
What's going on? I like Zissions only.
You like the only Zissions.
Wait, did you do just the first
You did the
one?
first page.
Yeah.
I did the second. I was like, oh, on the third page. And I was like, oh, just what I was finished.
All right, yeah, all right. Well, that's it. Get the fuck out. Go.
Transition
Goodbye.
into what?
We only like Zissions here.
Positions here.
Yeah! Dies.
Yeah.